So, hello everyone, and welcome back to some more Tyranny here with Gide. And hope you enjoy some more Tyranny here in Twitch streams and later on in YouTube as well. And maybe I will be getting indeed that sort of a bandolier talent in the leadership tree, like that is saying that you will then get one more quick item slot. Even though I don't know if the quick item slots exactly are the most important, but on the other hand, I guess it's kind of like it's combined with these things because these are, after all, we have the healing potion here in the quick item slot, so kind of makes sense then that might like to get some more of these. We have died, so it would, or went down once, so it means that we have wounds, which might mean that it could be a good idea to rest before we would head on. But on the other hand, it would take time to rest before we would have even cleared this area. So I'm kind of tempted to explore this area first, if we can just survive, and I'm pretty sure we can still survive, but can't be, of course, completely certain about that.
Time to lighten my step.
Yes, that's a biggie. A little boar. Yeah, there's outrunners there. So enemy forces about. Let me just loot this body at least before we go into combat then. Come out, you cowards. Who are you talking to? Don't waste your breath, we should just starve them out. Okay, so they have surrounded some of our allies, clearly. Let's go. I wonder, can someone actually do skills from here too, but I think I would still like to just rather go properly forward and attack. I do want you to be one of the first ones over there, because yeah. Then we'll just go. Alright, you can start the beheading. We have used this, so we can't use that until we rest, just like this. And I don't think there was anything else in here. Oh yeah, and I wanted to check exactly this renewal move once. Well, not renewal, it was this one, the quickening, that I wanted to check, because I think indeed that I didn't notice to read it properly. So, Lantry quickly heals the Fate Binder with the Surge of Restorative Energy, so it's a healing for us. The burst of energy is so invigorating that Fate Binder is also hastened for a lasting duration, which is pretty cool, I'd say, pretty cool. Let's see, let's start with the Electric Jolt. I'll start with attacking this person. I guess you could also try to be shooting specifically this person then. And you go just forward and ready to do some something nice. I guess I could try to keep you hidden for a little bit longer if I could get a little bit closer to try to do something like this, because this isn't as long of a range. So maybe. And hello, Small Fry, you're able to be here today then. Welcome to the stream. I hope you enjoy, or will be enjoying, some more Tyranny today. Have you liked Disco Elysium start thus far for me? Have you watched Disco Elysium episodes or two that have been uploaded thus far? Okay, but with you I don't know anything else I would want to do yet. Class of Iron is something I want to do then a little bit later, yes. I guess you might as well come out of hiding. And just try to do the Spectral Blur for yourself. You could try to do this then against this thing, sure.
I will aid you.
I don't know if I'm ever getting this ability used in there, so sure. Let's come back then. If I can't... Did I choose such a bad one to do that it just doesn't have the range? Maybe. Range 14 at least on this one, so it should be able to go pretty darn far. And you can do the taunt. So at least all of these guys will be indeed over here. Okay, fine. Just stop hiding then. I don't Like, it just feels just a bit stupid. It feels like I should be able to do some of these. Like, that's 4 meters, yes. That's 6 meters, yes. But, like, some of those definitely seem like they should be able to go further away than what it does. But oh well, I don't know. Maybe I'm incorrect.
Worm.
Worm.
Cloth.
Oh, it still hit that guy too. That's quite surprising. I didn't expect that. That's a really huge cone, gotta say. Do some of that then. You definitely could do Spectral Blur possibly too. Let's see. Yes, enjoying that one. Interesting game. Forgot how cross it was in parts, yeah. It's a bit of an interesting one, special one for certainty. Restore health, could you? That would be nice.
Let's try that again.
Well, the only bad thing is that they're kind of all then coming and attacking me now. Or this guy decided to at least come to here. Which isn't exactly great. Okay, let's do this then. Well, at least that one guy is down, and this guy is actually nicely indeed in the full speed. That did work out, the full speed, so that's cool. Okay, we have the quicken. I used the haste and win that one. I think that it was worth it though. Injured. This guy is of course barely injured. No really point in trying to attack that guy specifically. If we could kill this and this first, that would be cool. And yeah, if you can do the healing wisp, that would still be pretty good. And actually this guy's even deciding to go and attack someone else, so I guess I don't need to worry about him at least for the moment and time being. Can you do the spectral blur on yourself again?
One staunch my bleeding.
Yes, I was noticing indeed that that guy decided to come to you, which I didn't like. Okay, I think you need to use a healing potion. Because you are getting all the attention for the moment and time being. Yep, basically trying to kill these two. Then, welcome to stream for you too. I hope I hope yours and Small Fry's week has been a good one. Obsidian, your weird weapon defenses. Yeah, sure, then you can listen to the game only, that's fine. I know that you were playing the game, I didn't bother you or disturb you from playing the game. I was indeed wondering even if you would even remember that I would be streaming tonight, considering you were in the middle of playing. Cool down in a lot of this still. I guess I would like to burn you. Burn, baby, burn. Yeah, and you do this one. I think you should at least be pretty well wounded at this point. Restoring touch again would be cool. At least this is getting pretty close to being dead. Not really able to do that. I guess you should do this now then. Because this one guy is like all the time thinking, do I want to be attacking you or do I want to attack someone else? Can you kill this one guy? That would be really nice if you could just kill it. Okay, good. That person is at least dead. You will survive there for a bit. And good that you indeed are coming to kill this guy. That is extremely good.
As you command.
This doesn't look good. That's quite an AoE effect.
Dodge a little shit.
I'm not that worried about you at the moment. Let's do some nice little spiking on him from a little bit of a distance. Does this have a radius? It does, but I'm not sure if it's that important to be worried about it. You're dead, and then it's just you. However, you did do that sort of a thing. Can you reach with that skill? Well, just needed to move a little bit, so that's cool. Heal just in case that somehow something bad happens. And more of the control life. And then shocking. Disco Inferno? Did I say that? I was meaning Disco Elysium, of course. Purple Rain, are we fighting Prince? I don't know. Ah, there's the Earthbreakers. You there, you're not with the Oathbreakers, obviously. Would be quite surprising that we just went here to kill them all and then, hey, we're actually with the Oathbreakers. I just wanna loot this before I come there, okay? It's a javelin. Better than nothing. It's good. We found the Earthbreakers before they were killed. Hello, Hellspar. Ah, Fatebinder, how fortuitous. The Earthshaker pounds his chest in salute. For us, I mean. Decidedly not for the Oathbreakers. A smirk quirks the right side of his mouth as he surveys the carnage you have left behind. Whether intended or not, we are indebted for your help. Return the salute. You're welcome. Yay, favor. He spreads his dirt-streaked lips in a relieved grin. May the stones guide your steps, and may you walk without falter on sturdy ground. Where's the rest of you? Was part of your squad killed or otherwise separated? Hey, the Outbreakers felt cringed there before we could erect the parrygate, but our circle alone was all Master Radix could feasibly spare. We're here, and though we're worn, we are ready to help. What? Do you mean all he could spare? Did Ashe not order your entire guild's return from Azure? With all due respect, Fatebinder, it's not a matter I'd expect you to understand. We absolutely cannot uphold Cairn to the Stone Sea. Huh. Okay, Cairn, as in the leader, I think. As tall as the hills, Cairn is the Archon of Stone, a master of earth and soil, yeah, destroyer of mountains and cities. Cairn is the reluctant leader of the Earthshaker Guild, though he is less their teacher and more their object of study. The massive Archon is sworn to Craven Ashe, and provides arcane support to the disfavored war efforts. And he's in the Stone Sea. The Stone Sea is the name given to what remains of the land of Azure after Kairos' Edict of Stone devastated the landscape. Okay. Once a rolling landscape of winding rivers and fertile plains, tectonic shifts have altered the landscape, choking rivers, collapsing roads, and altering the landscape for hundreds of leagues. Burn, baby, burn. Well, that is Disco Inferno nonetheless, yeah. Burn, baby, burn. It's a good song. It always reminds me of one in a specific game of Dungeon Keeper 2 and winning jackpot. And burn, baby, burn. So, that always comes into my mind from that. His Gnosis flare in mild ire. As we've only recently located him and are in the process of constructing a fort to guard his remains, we could not spare another mage, especially now when the peace tribe that flocked to Cairn in his final days is becoming increasingly territorial and contentious. What's so important about Cairn? Cairn may be dying, but he's not yet lost. There lies the potential to harness an Archon's power in the Stone Sea, and for that I should think the possibilities are nearly limitless. He touches a crit cake knuckle to his lips and clears his throat. But we won't know unless we can run the proper research. And so Radix refused Ash's orders. I'm not of rank to make such sweeping evaluations. The Earthshaker stumbles slightly over his words, but I'd say he interpreted them in his own manner and to the best of his judgment rather than outright refusing them. He is an Iron God, after all. His decisions, though difficult to make as they may be, will certainly embolden our routing of the years. Iron Guard is the disfavored High Command, an inner circle of commanders handpicked by Craven Ashe for lifelong service, tactical brilliance, or true dedication to the craft of personal combat. The Iron Guard act as Craven Ashe's chief advisors when the Archon is present, and when he is absent they speak with his direct authority. Even the youngest Iron Guard has years of training and the finest iron the forge-bound mage smiths can create, making these elite commanders nearly unrivaled in the fields of battle. These senior leaders are expected to lead from front of the phalanx. It's said that the Iron Guard fear only one thing: dying in Tibet instead of battle. Okay, so he's one of the ones that I would assume that he would understand what Craven Ashe wanted. I hope it was this much. Well, not if your general and his entire army is dead, as they very well may be. His Soaks and the Earthshakers behind him cater closer, murmuring in surprise among themselves. Now he's like, my god. Like, it's not yet, but it may be. One of them, a woman with wispy russet hair, slaps him on the ground so hard shockwaves tremble through you and into the mountain's path. What? He grasps for breath. How? The Overlord has issued an edict of execution. If we don't take the well by Kairos' Day of Swords, everyone here will die, including Ashe. Well, clearly Master Radix was unaware of the severity of the situation. He glances worriedly to the other mages in his circle as they all visibly absorb the meaning of everyone here in the edict's range of affliction. Had we known, assuredly the guild would have come in full force. Yeah, unfortunate, but guess can't be helped then. We gotta work with this, and you guys gotta do your best. And yeah, you can glare silently at everyone in this game. It's funny, but it just... I almost would be tempted to do that too, to be honest. But it is, of course, like maybe they wouldn't have liked to come at all, considering the fact of... but he wouldn't like that if I would say this. But it is kind of true. Like, I'm sure they are feeling a little bit... I don't know if I would want to be part of this, because I'm also gonna die here if we fail. But, well... Regardless, it looks like you are all we've got. Report to Civius at his favorite camp. He'll have further orders for you there. With a shaky nod and an even shakier salute, the Earthshaker gathers his circle and cloistered together, murmuring or perhaps chanting in hushed voices. The battle mages march towards the valley. At least we got some mages. The Earthshakers moved this boulder with ease. Magic of that magnitude may be crucial on taking Viridian's well. I would think that it's gonna be helpful at the very least. It's different, of course, if it's good enough.
Stepping
But
lightly.
maybe not. Healing.
What do we have here?
Yay! I found something. Another healing. Woohoo. Thinking indeed that maybe I would be spotting more if I am in stealth. Not sure if that's like. Didn't someone nonetheless of you guys say that that's the
Time
case,
to
that you may
lighten
be
my step.
spotting more in stealth? But I'm not certain. At least you do kind of move slower then, so in that sense it would make sense if one would keep their eye open better during that time, but uncertain. Uncertain. Okay, this wasn't that bad. Just one little battle. Just one little battle we had to go through. Now it's just a good question, where to next? Okay, well, let's save. And one option is to rest. You have no idea. I don't know, at least for certainty. Is there no world map? Like I opened M, but it's just a mini map coming bigger, so that's not really useful. It would give us the rest and would allow us to use the certain abilities again, plus would make them all as healthy as possible. So I guess we can camp once, but it is a little bit like, it does take some time, so I'm not certain if I should. Now then we would be starting to move at night. But we have done both of these areas now. Cleared both of these, Northern Clearing and Trip Nittle Wilderness. Then we could just as well go through those two, I guess, and then go to the remote settlement. Or I guess we could go just straight to the remote settlement and then to here and then here. This village is far from the major settlements in the valley and has not involved itself in the conflicts thus far. It may be possible to recruit some of the residents and add to the Scarlet Chorus's ranks. Guess we gotta go. Does make sense to try to do all of these things before going there. You just picked this game up again. I'm a bit ahead of you, but I'm not super knowledgeable. Yep, that's okay. It's not like I expect anything specifically, and it's not like I at least want... Yes, after skill can be used to bluff or deceive characters in conversations. At least any spoilery stuff. I got some magic stuff skill for some reason. I'm halfway to the next level. I don't know if I should really be getting any experience to the athletic skill either, to be honest. It's not like I'm getting it nearly as much, but I don't know. Well, these are at least a-okay. Control Frost is definitely pretty good for me. Which is cool. But lore is of course the very best of my skills. You're almost level 4. No one minds if I take something from here. Seems pretty empty though, this place. Almost like there's no one in sight. As you step into the center of the village, you feel as if you are being watched from all angles. The distant patterns of feet echo off the walls of the small and seemingly deserted village. No need to hide. I've no desire to fight, merely to talk. The wooden beams on the rooftops to the north creaks under someone's fate. A tree rustles behind you. I will remain silent. A voice bellows from the rooftops with a cackle. Go home to your overlord. Okay. Well, it's the enemies. Sorry, offend, but you won't be leaving here in one piece. We'll send your head back to the north. I want your folks to see what happens to those who invade our lands. What about a no? That's my question. What about a no? Let's do a hail of arrows to this guy. I would prefer to be able to kill it. I don't like a sage. I guess you should be just trying to go in here then.
Send me your champion!
Can you try to do that? That would be pretty nice.
What a rush!
What a rush! Rooted, immobilized. I don't like that. That's not cool to do. Not cool at all, you know, Sage. I'd really like to kill this, but it doesn't seem as easy to do right now.
Come and feast my iron!
At least we were able to get this one guy to come to you, so that's cool. Could you come and try to kill this guy? Really don't like him. Like at all. I don't like sages. Can you do this for yourself? A little bit of a blur. That's okay, you may do that if you wish, but you will die. As a result,
You got it.
just attack that guy. You can heal a little bit, maybe me. He's burning, and now he's just dead. It's all dead. Which I like. I like that he's dead.
Consider it done.
I really love that arrow though, with verse. It's just a shame that it's once per encounter, but it's always awesome. Or as in, I have to rest before I can use it again, but it's really good. Of course this is very good too, but it's just in certain situations. Here when I want to kill some very specific individual, then that's very good.
How could I miss?
I don't know, how could you miss? I guess that would mean that the armor would be nice. Or some more penetration.
Right.
But now I know better how the taunt works, so it's not like I taunt everyone around me, but I can taunt some very specific individual that I want to come to me. So it's okay. It's not as good as I would like it to be, but it's still good. It's definitely helpful. I'm glad we're taking very different routes though. I like seeing how different the game can be. Yes, definitely, of course. How, or what sort of a path? Are you more for the choruses or help chorus more? Or what sort of path are you taking in that sense thus far? But it's definitely easy, of course, for you to be trying to choose a different path now because after all, you know what I've been doing or planning to do. But yes, of course, it's definitely cool to see different paths. Okay, then it's the chorus coming to us. Scarlet Fury. Flicking the bronze tip of her blade, a Scarlet Fury strolls into view with a smug smile flanked by an entourage of soldiers. Not bad. I piled up the same number of corpses in half the sword strokes, but, well, where are my manners? One ought to not criticize help so generously given. She sweeps her arms wide in an exaggerated mocking bow. You have my deepest and sincerest gratitude for cutting those Ventrian piss ants in my place. You're welcome, though I came here to recruit for the chorus. Slaughter wasn't my intention. We already caught what we needed. The villain ones. She points to several of the armed fighters at her side. We were hoping a different face might convince the remainder there to join us, but alas, well, can't win them all, can you? Maybe if I had talk about it, but, well, we'll see. A third option. One completely still different. Maybe making them moat mad. Who knows? Yeah. What would I like to say? So you put me in harm's way, or yet I seem to have killed all your would-be conscripts. Apologies. She shrugs with a smirk. These things happen. Look, you've done us a favor, and it was a real pleasure watching you fight. We'll clean up here. The Fury notes briskly, and for a short instant it shears as is sincere as she addresses you. I do thank you for the assist, Fatebinder. Well, thanks. I guess. Now can I take the paddle? Then I can get some cheese. That's cool. Who wouldn't want to have some cheese? But yeah, now it's only more 6 days though of time, so definitely not that much time, but what can you do? I'm hoping that maybe we can spot something nice in here. And maybe I spot better like this. I'm not certain, but
Can't
oh well.
do that.
Oh well. Doesn't really look like there's much else in here. Well, guess we gotta just leave then. We might as well go and then visit here first, see what they say, and go here. I'm almost tempted to go into here because I think there was something we left behind, but I'm not certain if we did, so... And it just seems a bit stupid at this point when time is of the essence. Hi, Vissenekko. Welcome to the stream for you too. Welcome, welcome. I hope your week has been a good one. Welcome to Tyranny. You could be serving a tyrant. Or maybe not, but depends. At least one has to do some certain actions to be able to... But yeah, I wasn't able to take this at least before, so now I can. So that's something, I guess. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it, I guess. What part of a no aren't you grasping? Maybe you should put less effort into whining at me and more effort in scrounging up. I'm not leaving until I have my plate, even if I have to wait for you all to finish the siege and pack up camp. Okay. It's annoying though when the text goes too fast and I can't read it all. I don't like it. This Ironclad has been an ass, Fatebinder. I don't suppose you could intercede? Okay. Lowborn mongrel, don't address me as if I'm a common trans and I'm third cousin with Vendrian Lucuria. That fox was given to my father and he bequeathed it. Shut your cock, scabbard. When you bend your knee to the voices of Nerad, you forfeit all claims to your carpet ancestry. Now drop it before I kick your The disfavored warrior turns his head as you approach, and you hear a sudden shift in his tone. Just drop it. There are plenty of sticks around here. Isn't there a menacingly shaped stick the weapon of choice in the chorus? Menacingly shaped stick. Tiring week. I'm doing okay. Nothing that much, to be honest, or nothing that special, but okay. Or maybe not. Excuse me, what? I don't know. But it's my plate. You'd let me wait in the battle unarmed just for a smug little laugh. Is this how you honor your allies? Step closer, listen in. You assembled on a field of battle across from us. Nobody told you to bring your ever so important family heirloom plate to the party. It's mine now. Walk away. That's not how it works, that you can just take it then. And just let you. The Soyman's rage comes to a sudden halt as his attention turns to you. A look of recognition comes over his face, and he blinks up a storm, tripping over his words. I recognize this one, the Fatebinder, right? They said Tunon was going to send one of the court walk. Will you lend me a hand against the northern piss bucket? No offense. Okay. What seems to be a problem? This louse here was up until recently our enemy. He raised his falx against us, I knocked him on his ass, and helped myself to the weapon of his. A noble piece that he clearly doesn't deserve to wield. Well, it's not yours to choose. And I was offered a chance to make amends by serving Kairos as a vessel to the voices of Nirad. Why am I still being treated like the enemy when I'm on your side? You're lucky to be alive. Lucky that free Garkon gives you South Nops a second chance to lie when we ought to kill or killed every last of you. That his favorite warrior cuts his face and a long sigh can be heard from under his helmet. Faint, Piner, we are clearly at an impasse, and I doubt he'll give me the satisfaction of striking first. I will abide by your decision, even if I disagree, so long as this fool here will agree as well. There's little civility. If he's willing, so am I. Okay. Obsidian comes up with some creative insults. Yep, definitely. To his favorite soldier, for the record now, explain your side of the situation. The warrior clears his throat before speaking in a measured, respectful tone. Well, Lord Binder, I first encountered this man some weeks ago on patrol. He was part of a Ventrian Guard hunting party. He stood his ground, maybe even took a swing at me. I do remember thumping him pretty squarely on the forehead with my pommel. I thought to myself, a nice fox, and so I grabbed my trophy after the battle. It was rousing scuffle, but hardly worthy of an epic. I didn't even think much of it until yesterday, when this chap shows up asking for his walks back. I get that he's sore about losing his family plate, but that's what happens. When you raise your fists against Kairos, we don't give you back your thumbs and fingers. Okay, Anton to the Scarlet Chorus Warrior, explain in full your side of the situation. I came around to following the Overlord, but recently. The shoreman looks around the camp, his face turning pale. And I guess I'm just learning how things work here. Anyway, this guy here, he bested me in battle. No bones about it. Didn't kill me though. I suppose you could have guessed as much. Kindness itself. Go on, recruit. Anyway, I wake up next to some of my countrymen, and they put us through a decimation rite. I was lucky enough to grab one of the 9 daggers tossed into the arena. He pauses to hold back a wrench. His mouth twitched in, and the corners of his eyes twisting. So I survive, right? And I'm barely cleaning the blood of me when I'm told my next task is to secure a proper weapon. The chorus doesn't exactly hand them out. So, his tone falters, his face going pale. I walk to the disfavored camp thinking they're supposed to be allies and maybe can help. Then I see this guy showing off my fox and, well, it's a family heirloom. I was told to get a proper weapon and doesn't get more proper than a fox that's been in my family for generations. Either of you have anything future to add? I respect that this man found Kairos, but he raised that fox against us as an enemy. I know I'm in the right here. The Scarlet Chorus warrior shrugs. Shit. I don't know. I just know if I had two swords, I'd lend one to an ally. Seems like our ally should work, right? I think that his favorite soldier is right. Surely. I wish I could give something else to the disfavored warrior as a, myself from my loot so that he could spare the weapon or give the weapon then back to this guy. That would be nice. That's what I would like to do. I have reached my decision. Go ahead. I'll abide by your decree. Just taking it to the court. I think I would do the last. This is true. So I think this would be judge thing to say. And I think this is okay reasoning to give the weapon back. But I think it's best to give him a choice. So at least that he can get something if he doesn't get the one that he really would want as a family heirloom. The Fox is a proper trophy, but honor demands you make a good faith effort to assist an ally. If you will not return to Fox, you must give him a proper alternative. You have gained favor with Tunon. The Scarlet Chorus warrior nods silently, his face a stiff scowl. Not unreasonable, so what will it be? So I am to give him a weapon. The warrior posture grows tense and he's silent for a long moment. Right, I get it. Compromise. So, the warrior looks expectantly at you. An artifact of the conquered people. Both of you, yes. Right, I get it. Compromise. So, it is true. Would he really be wielding a tear-scorched bronze weapon? Glare silently. Here I'm actually tempted to glare silently. I want to see what's the result if I glare silently. I've given you the ruling. You should be able to make up your mind and not have even more words from me to convince you one way or another. I think it's a pretty good ruling after all. Glare silently. God damn it. Frat. Okay. I might have a woodcutter's axe that I pulled from Oathbreaker's hovel. The chorus scum is welcome to it. Happy now? This ironclad has been an ass. Well, I did. I wanted to dot the response. Yes, just I told you what my decision was. So do something with that knowledge already. First time having some Fred. With Verse, I just have both of these things. With Barik, I have neither. And with Lantry, I have neither. Yay, I'm getting closer to being Tunon being pleased with me. Pleased by your utterly fair ways. He does indeed like his justice, so he likes that I'm being fair. Is Claire silently often an option? It's very often an option. You can do it pretty much freaking all the time. I wonder if it's possible to just perfect your Claire skill. Yes, very often, although no skill points are necessary, yeah. But you can very, very often Claire silently. It's an option so goddamn often. Check the tab next reputation, Skide. Ah, you mean like in this way going about. But don't know if it's required, but there. I can't tap here though. Tapping does not do anything, at least to my visibility. I don't know.
On the lookout.
Isotanis has some weapons for sale. Guess I could check if I can sell something. Have you found the iron yet? I don't even remember where the quest for the iron should have been at. Oh well. That's an Earthshaker staff, but it's not like I really need it. But party stash. I guess I could sell the Staff of Storm's Heart because I will be using the Boreal staff way more. But this does have more TPS. Ah, goddammit. I don't know. What should I do with a lot of this stuff? Earthshaker's hood. Maybe I should be putting that on. It's a proper color for me at least. Even if I'm not really an Earthshaker by any means. I don't know. It's so difficult to decide. I'm sorry, I thought you had a missive. I don't think I do. No. It's just that it just simply informed me of that. Of course, I have this thing here that I did get very previously, but that's already something that happened quite a bit ago. So not in the current moment to my knowledge. Okay, you people here then. Here's the Hellspar and Erenius and all. I prefer to be able to talk with my own character though. With all due respect, our cohorts have proven themselves against these apex fools time and time again. What can your Earthshakers do other than get in the way? I don't want to be here, Civius, and my orders don't involve proving our value to you. If the Great General doesn't want magic on his side, then he can order us to stand down and sit this one out. Irinius, I don't question what your mages bring to the table, Hellspar, but I have my reservation about your leaders. Why couldn't Radix show up to the siege himself? If he has more pressing issues than the state of the conquest, I should like to hear about it from his mouth. What would be logical? Well, all of them might be logical. Say nothing would definitely be logical. If Radix is not inclined to help, perhaps a next of kin might take his place. Emerald Pin. Favor with the disfavored. I hate to upset the chain of command during a time of war. Perhaps Radix's brother can convince him to remember his duty. Fatebinder, I thank you for the part you played. You didn't have to risk yourself, but you did so all the same. Level. Returned to the camp. Welcome back, Fatebinder. Severs leans back and crosses his arms. What is it that you need? Apparently nothing. I can do nothing more for thee, but at least you have a level up. Yeah. Let's see, what will we give you? So close to getting a little bit more lore. Let's give you at least a little bit more accuracy, because one-handed weapons nonetheless is increased. So that's okay. Then here is a good question. What the heck would I want in here? I need one additional point in here, one or the other, to be able to get something from this tier. So that's a possibility. Here is a Watcher's Judgement. Lantern strikes his target, interrupting them and lowering their non-physical armor. Would paralyze if used on stealth, which is possible. I'm not sure what the range on it is, however, so of course that's a pretty big question. Range. Is that just like you would have to get like behind them and then do it from very close? Possible. Not certain. Doesn't really look like it has any range after all. So then that would be pretty difficult to do if that's the case. Give the healer then one in here to be able to get the next ones. So we could be getting higher gifted healers would be cool. Greater renewal might be okay. More vigor. That would be okay too. While stealth at Landry receives a significant bonus to ranged damage. That's okay, then I could actually throw those and get higher damage. Improves Landry's draw weapon attack range and adds armor penetration to his drawn weapon attacks. This on the other hand is also cool because it gives us more range. So then there's less likelihood that we have to go close. So I guess I'll take that for now, and then I can at least shoot something from here maybe next time, and then I probably will take some more magic stuff, to be honest. I think that's at least an okay choice. I do wonder if there's someone else I should be talking to.
You didn't see nothing.
I always press that freaking button when I'm not supposed to going into stealth. Our quests were in here. Primary, of course, and then Forge-bound iron. What did I exactly need to do for this? Somewhere close to Echo Call Crossing. Echo Call Crossing. So was that in the place that we started from? That might be the case, which would mean that I should go back into there. Of course, if we can get better iron, that would be also nice after all. I didn't remember I would maybe need to go all the way back. I need to check what is exactly Echo Call Crossing. I assume I don't have anything else that I should be talking with you. Yeah, it doesn't really seem that there should be anything more special to talk. And I haven't yet figured out exactly what would have happened with the disfavored soldiers that had been taken a prisoner previously, so I can't really help with that. Well, it's a shame that then I didn't go immediately to the place I should have gone into, but oh well, can't really be helped. What about you, dude? I could sell with you too. You have all sort of things. Hero insignia. Immune to frightened and terrified. That seems pretty cool. This kind of expensive too. Scroll sigil of guarded form. That's also something I think I would need. I think I would need such a thing. Healing potions would be cool too, I guess. But then we definitely would need to be selling some freaking stuff. It's too much stuff. So this is quest items, then here's just weapons. I'm certain that at least these aren't something I need. Well, I guess I should be having a look exactly what sort of weapons we have first. Let's look at the inventories of everyone if there's some use of using some of these things. I don't probably need any of these. Regenerating, emerald pin. Did I get it just now? Plus 1 health every 6 seconds. Again, I feel that this is a good one, especially for him. It's like everything I give for him. Parry, plus 10. Plus 1 vitality. Maybe the parry is better for someone else. Yeah, maybe. And then you could have this for regeneration. You have more health, I presume, anyways, than like trying to look. Where does one see exactly health? 144. So it's more than Verse has. Then you could have this for more parry. Your parry, and you can't actually see it right now in there, but still. Then you have these things. And your weird quill. I should also give some more healing potions to people into the quick item slots. You are the one that needs them the most, probably. I do wonder how alchemy, for example, might work in this game, if there is alchemy. I'm not sure. How does one split items? Would it be with alt? Tracking? No. Tracking with that? No. Tracking with that? No. Not idea. How to split? No idea. I would keep in mind with these weapons whether they are blunt or have armor penetration. Enemies with heavy armor have high slashing defense, yeah. So unless they have high AP, you won't do much against them. Armor penetration, yes. But yeah, I haven't changed much of anything yet, as in weapon-wise and stuff, so... Especially for him, I would think that the armor penetration would be cool, but I do want him to use a shield, so it would be at maximum the one-handed weapon, but it's difficult for me to see exactly what would be good weapons. This is at least two-handed, so that's not a possibility. Bronze axe... is a little bit more accuracy and a little bit more armor penetration, actually. DPS is a little bit less, our recovery is a little bit worse, but it is basically something that could be better. This has range, of course, then armor penetration +4 actually. Carded strikes, whatever that means. On weapon crit allied AoE, 5 parry for 10 seconds, radius 2.5. Interesting. That could be maybe for you. But on the other hand, you do the dual wielding. But on the other hand, this is one-handed weapon, so it's a little bit less on the DPS. But on the other hand, were you at all good with... You're good at dual wielding. And I guess that's where it still would be going in as a skill. Maybe. I can understand that it's a problem you've run into. Blunt weapons do good against a lot of heavy armor, like that hammer he has. Yeah, okay. But it's just weird, because on the other hand, like this axe says that it has more armor penetration. No, the bronze hammer has more, I guess. Like, I'm trying to look. Where do I see that exactly? But this shows like +3 to armor penetration. Does it mean the armor penetration is then more in the... bronze hammer, or is it better with the axe exactly? This actually says armor penetration is 3, the bronze axe. It doesn't say that anywhere with the bronze hammer. It's kind of confusing. But this does have slash damage and not crash damage. Maybe that's the difference. But most enemies don't have high blunt defense. And anyways, like I said, it doesn't, it's just saying that it's crushing damage. It's not exactly saying anything about any armor penetration, because maybe it doesn't need to have, because it's not a slashing weapon in any way. So, it's possible. Bronze Warmace, on the other hand, seems like that could be, but on the other hand, that's two-handed, and I do want to rather use one-handed with him. Otherwise, it could be cool. It has devastating on weapon crit foe target push. Seems cool, but shield is cool to be able to keep with him. You got it. Well, what sort of a bow did you have? Can we compare this with the bow you have? Those are not the ones I want to compare with. I want to compare with this. Those are completely pointless informations, because that's not where we're looking at. This has more range, okay. The Ventrian bow. Armor penetration is 4, which I don't see anything with this. Accuracy is basically the same. Damage 10 to 12 pierce, so this would have a little bit more damage, the one that she has. But otherwise it feels like this new bow would be better, I feel. So I guess we could give at least that as the secondary weapon for her. Because it does feel like it's otherwise better. It has actually some armor penetration and Armor penetration reduces the effectiveness of the target's armor by a specific amount. So when a target with 5 armor is hit, when an attack with armor penetration 2, the target can only use 3 armor to reduce the damage of the attack. When a weapon lists armor penetration 1, its information, it's meant that all attacks or abilities using that weapon will gain the benefit. So that's cool. Hi, Pershi. Yeah, I know that that's probably that I could be doing that, but I didn't want to do it right now. But I understand that I probably could have easily done that, but it was just like, I can say it like this too. But yeah, this is better TPS, better accuracy, better recovery, but no armor penetration or range. Apparently it does have more accuracy. Then the Ventrian bow. Ventrian bow would be now equipped. So, but it has less range and less armor penetration. It's just that those things would be a little bit better. I don't think that the amount of DPS or that amount of recovery is that big of a deal. The accuracy might be, but goddammit, not certain what I would like to do with that. But hello nonetheless, Persia, and welcome to the stream. I hope your week has been a good one. Well, then these. Retrievers and Cut Seeker. These have minor accuracy, 8 to 11 damage. Minor parrying. Just doesn't feel like it's as quick and easy to check some of these things. These are throwing daggers, so that's not something that you would even remotely be considering to use. This is Sigil of Life. Bonus. Plus 10 to control of life. Yeah, I don't think I want to be changing that. At max, we could give you another weapon into here, but... compared to Lantry's Quill, this does have a lot of... well, melee stuff separately, and then the ranged attack separately. Maybe I can give this to you as a secondary weapon, but I don't know. One thing I don't know is when you use her personal arrow skills, does it use her bow stats in any way? I have no freaking idea. That's a very good question, if it uses it or not. Like, I have no idea. No idea at all. Does it actually use it or not? Phalanx. One-handed. But yeah, again, these are just a difficult thing for me to really know what to think of these. Like, she's using the sword rather than these sort of phalanxes, and I kind of feel that I should rather be using the swords, not a phalanx that we have here as a possibility to use. Especially because those don't seem like bad weapons at all. It's just that she could also throw them, but she has a bow for that purpose, so... And this definitely doesn't seem very good. Bronze Javelin, the Earthshaker Staff. Aversion looks like a good weapon, but again, two-handed, so... what about the armors? No... Those are more like hoods. Let's just put this into here too. All of these things. I'll let you have that there, I guess. I guess I did already take your original weapon away. Did you start with the disfavored weapon, possibly, and then I gave you the other weapon? It was a good choice, I think, nonetheless. Okay, because after all, my things definitely are nothing special, so I definitely should, in all honesty, consider using something like this, for example, which gives accuracy and a little bit recovery time better, so... Okay, at least it would be a hood still, even if it's an Earthshaker hood, and it's not like I actually should be using an Earthshaker hood, but definitely I don't want to be selling my things though. It just feels wrong to sell my Fatebinder gear. Nobleman's Tunic. Oh. I couldn't wear it. I can. That just looks so weird though. That looks wrong. Can't wear it. Opportunistic. Rogue's letter. That actually seems pretty good. It's just that I don't know if I should be wearing such a thing. It just feels wrong. That's the problem. It just feels wrong for me to wear any of those things. You maybe, but depends how this compares to this. Bloody Scarlet Fury armor. It's cool looking, but opportunistic look seems like it could be a really good thing. And then this is frost armor, deflection, cross armor, slash armor, armor overall, a lot more. A little bit less on the piercing front, or protection against piercing, and less protection against fire, however. What does the opportunistic exactly do? Plus 20% to bonus damage on bleeding, burning, dazed, mage fire, hobble, paralyzed, poison, prone, stunned, and sundered enemies. That does sound like a pretty good one for her. This is definitely a pretty good armor, no matter if you would be the one to use it or not. What did you wear? You also just wear cloth, basically. This could be okay for you too, because it's not like I would be wanting you to be the one to take damage, but really goddamn difficult. That armor. Yeah, it would be feeling so weird for me. It's better with her at least, but it's still a little bit weird for her too. Like, this is just, it's cool looking armor. It's difficult to be going and changing the armor just because it feels like this is her outfit. This is how she should be looking like, not like this. But maybe we could try it out because it is, the opportunistic sounds good. As a bonus, she can do a lot of damage after all. Of course, it's just very specific ones, and then it does give a lot of more protection just against certain things and not against the other stuff. So, don't know. Was referring to the merchant attire. Used the rogue letters on the PC. Okay. Yeah, but I can't justify using the rogue letters on my main character. I can't. I just can't. I cannot. Her helmet is okay, I guess. Boots and gauntlets are the ones that I have quite a lot of gauntlets here to be choosing with, to be honest. Unarmed attack, it's not like you would be doing unarmed attacks. Cross corrode armor. Deflection would be less. This is just all bonus. Precision. Just everything would be better basically in this. Guess you should be using it. I'll leave your own original ones into here though. I can't really be thinking of selling them, but at least then I don't sell the ones that are very good ones. No. Disengagement defense being worse doesn't sound the best for you. Okay. But then indeed, because we just wear cloth, so I would assume indeed that we're gonna be, well, recovery at the very least is indeed worse if we would be changing from into a armor of any kind really. And you don't use any of the armor, so at least I don't need to check you at all. Because it's like, you won't be wearing any of this anyways. Deflection, recovery, accuracy. You don't have a helmet. Have a helmet, even if it looks funny on you. But sure, you're gonna have a helmet at least. At least a little helmet. My goodness. Version Tyranny, yeah, that doesn't work. Yeah. Fashion Tyranny. Fashion Tyrannist. Yeah, let's go and sell that. And then from our stash. Yeah, from the stash. We can go through the stuff that we can sell. I'll leave one or the other. Which one is better? Staff of Storm's Heart or the Earthshaker one? Probably the Earthshaker staff could be sold at least. A little bit DPS and then recovery verse. This has more DPS bonus. So I could sell that. Aversion I'll keep for now, and I'll keep the Keen Javelin, even though we don't really have anyone that would want to be using them, but for the moment, I guess that's okay. This is a, like, really, well, maybe I want to keep it. These at least I can sell. This is, on the other hand, her bow, so maybe I should be giving her bow back to here just because it is hers, nonetheless. Guarded Strikes. Those are interesting things, but yeah, these are almost worth nothing anyways. Almost. Guess I can sell more of these things at least. Nobleman's Tunic, I don't want to use that. Sure. 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 I'll sell this too. Then there's a lot of this stuff that I have no idea about at all. Guess I'll keep it for now. And then this is just trash. A broken helmet. Trade. Then we can sell the rest of the trash. The pass. That. Rusted iron sword. And a bent sword. There we go. All of that stuff at least can be sold. Fashion Tyranny sounds like a punk band or something. It does kind of sound a little bit like that. Let's see, what do you have? This was the thing that I was thinking of that I could buy. Yeah, immunity to fright and terrified seems pretty good. They say that courage cannot be bought, but many a war hero has profited from reliability. The purses of uniforms, buttons, and cloaks being tends to increase after high-profile battles. Yeah, but that's expensive. Can't really afford it just like that. Maybe I could buy a few of the healing potions. I could so almost afford actually like this. Well, relatively close. If I've sold some more stuff, I definitely could, but... What about this Sable Root? What does it do even? Delay unconsciousness for 10 seconds for 120 seconds. Of course, there is this other stuff that I could sell from here, but I really don't know about any of this. And I really don't want to be starting to check all of this stuff through properly, so that's kind of the bad thing. Let's just buy 2 little proper health potencies. That's okay. And then we got a new sigil thingy as well. So that's nice. As long as I find out exactly where it was. You took it first. How could you? How could you take my sigil? This scroll contains a magical expression which is used in spells that alter a target's armor. Interesting. Sigil of guarded form. Intriguing. Guarded form. Expression used to create spells. Mirror image. Mirror image indeed. Control illusions and lore. But this requires a lot of lore, so most people wouldn't be able to use this. I could if I want to. Allied target plus 100 to dodge and plus 100 to parry until damaged. That's pretty good. Create duplicate illusions around the target, granting a significant bonus to parry and dodge. However, each time the target is struck, this bonus is reduced. That does sound nice, though. I wish I had more spell slots. Yes, mirror image, indeed. I found a mirror image. And yeah, courage can be bought alcohol. I have no experience about that, but yeah. It's actually very, well, long cooldown, but... Yep, that I couldn't do. I can have a little bit higher range for doing it. Which is okay. That would seem weird. Area of effect, AoE thingy. This would be of course cool, but also a little bit too expensive to have it last longer. Accuracy doesn't seem logical, so if I would be learning this, then it would be definitely just with these things. But this is really cool. I want it, to be honest. And I was so thinking that I wouldn't be starting to use illusion magic myself, but I'm the only one who can at the moment. So, what would I take away then? I have my Rise Spike, I have my AoE, I have my Shock, I have my one Healing Wisp. To be honest, this I haven't used, even though it's the silly thing that I did start with this Vitality, so fine. I'll replace it for now at least. Well, I have mirror image. It's just cool. I want the mirror image. It's cool. I tell ya. This spell has saved my character so much. Yeah, I'm not too surprised, to be honest. I think that sounds like a really, really cool spell. It's just a different question if I should be using it with myself or if I should be giving it to someone else, cast on someone else. But I don't know. It does last for a decent amount of time, 45 seconds. So, nonetheless, cool. Cool. I need to actually check still. So the Echo Call Crossing is the place that I was supposed to... Echo Call Crossing. So I guess that's actually the main place, yeah. So I don't need to go back. It's to the Echo Call Crossing I would need to go. Yep, okay, the iron is supposed to be there then. Well. Okay. Encounter inventory as well. You're following the road through an expanse of scrubby woodlands, crooked oaks and dry-needled pines grasping towards the sky, when you catch the sound of children's laughter filtering through the trees even, and not the tears. Let's investigate. Why? That's just, it always feels so wrong to just completely, yep, ignore and continue, yep, I don't care about anything. Upon entering the road, you make your way to a small tributary of the Matani, snaking through the sparse forest. There you discover a group of 4 youths scattering beside the small stream. 2 of the children sit on the rocks, poles in hands, staring patiently at the water. The other 2 are seated near a pocket, taking turns whacking eels along the ground to stun them and carving up eel meat. Return to the road. Threaten the children. No. Speak to the children. I'll do that. I won't be starting to threaten them. You step out of the woods, drawing the attention of the children, who eye you warily. The eldest youth, almost a man grown, notes your heraldry and hawks a ball of felkim into the reeds. What is a thing into the reeds? Has to snickle. What is it even? What is a snickle? Ransom the children. Spit, pronounced phlegm. That's creepy. Spit, pronounced phlegm, okay. I guess I know that it's like that, but snickle. What's snickle then? What is a snickle? Ask to snickle. But yeah, I thought that we could take them and ransom them back, but that just seems so mean. I don't want to do that. I could just immediately return. What is a snickle? Punish the spitter. No, I'll just tell a story. I can tell a story. Never knew phlegm would be spelled like that. Yeah, phlegm. Phlegm. Yeah. But what about snickle? anyone know what snickle means? I want to at least know what I'm choosing, preferably if I can. But yeah, that's a very interesting way to spell that, to be honest. Snickle is fishing for eels. I had to Google that. As to snickle. Okay, do I want to fish for eels or do I want to tell them a story? Fishing with kids for eels just sound kind of fun. Especially when I had no idea what snickle means. It's just like, what is snickle? So, should I be asking to snickle or do I tell them a story? One or the other? I can't say I've ever wished for eels. A little before me, but yeah, apparently. Apparently that's what snickle means. I would have had no idea what snickling is. At least for this instance, I'm happy that I'm streaming this so that I can just simply ask for clarification. What the heck is snickle? Yeah, I'm expert in fishing eels, I'm certain. No, I'm not an expert at fishing eels at all. At least I hope so. I don't know, what do you mean by eels then, if you think that I would be an expert in that? I don't know at all. Anyways, tell a story, asked the snickle. I want to do both. Can I do both? I want to snickle, but I also want to tell a story. I haven't ever snickled. I'll tell a story first. Maybe I can still snickle afterwards. You have gained favor with the Ventian God, encounter in the Ventian well. You raise your hands to calm the youngsters and ask if they've heard the tale of Pox and the elder boar of the Pernian wood. When they look to one another without answer, you begin to spin the story for them, an odd and sometimes amusing yarn filled with epic adventure and dark mysticism. By the time you finish, the youth have become entirely absorbed in your story, utterly wrapped in their attention. The youngest of the children brings you an eel in exchange for your time. You thank them and return to the road to continue your journey. Yay! Good reputation, and I got an eel. Though I don't see any items, to be honest. I just see copper rings as a thing that I would have gotten. We are velvet because of the potion of eel. Plus 30 to endurance, plus 25% potion effectiveness. We are velvet. We ate an eel. You basically won the game. Got an eel. Snickle story. Snickly story. That was cute. That was pretty nice. And I got some favor. I entertained the kids. So it's all good. All good in my books. Hey, Fifth Eye. Sorry that I didn't succeed in recruiting anyone. There's definitely some new people. Siren. Siren is here. I haven't met Siren before. The Fifth Eye, commander of the local Scout Corps, surveys his camp, watching in stillness as all manner of violence and revelry occur around him. He offers a slight nod at your approach. Was there anything else? I thought that I would be able to come to you with that one quest that I did, but I guess not. Death Knell. I didn't need to go to Death Knell. Not to you, actually. Fine enough. You there. Faithbinder, Death Knell nods in your direction. Now what do you need? Puncher. Okay. Oh yeah, because I did that one quest. I didn't succeed in getting the other quest done completely well that I did last time around in the right side, as in I didn't manage to get the few or life that one captured captain. I couldn't do it, but well, you've got some explaining to do, Fury. I don't appreciate being used. The Fury doesn't even try to hide her glee, openly cackling and clutching at her belly. You have my gratitude for rooting out the Oathbreakers. Oh, come now, don't take it personal, Binder. I knew a fighter like you could hold your own against the Grim odds. Knew it the moment I laid eyes on you. You not only put a member of Tunon's court in danger, I assure you. This is no laughing matter. Cleansing charm and twisted iron swords. You can see the Fury's eyes from beneath her mask become tight slits that twitch with anger. I'm reminded how humorless Fatebinders can be. She seats and unseats her sword, playing with it out of habit. She shrugs, completely unconcerned, tosses it in your hands. Take it as a compliment. You're right, I don't find being nearly killed all that funny, but I'll let you slide, just this once. She bows deeply, gesturing proudly and overly dramatically. I'll try to be more accommodating next time, Fatebinder. Uh-huh, sure you will. I kind of feel that I should have done something more. Puncher, is this a Mass Effect response? I'm tired of your disingenuous associations. Probably. Indeed. Probably. Ah, this bonus is all the way until next rest? That's pretty cool, actually. We're well fed for a long while. Plus 30 to endurance defense and then potions effectiveness as well. Cool. Cool. Snickler tacos. Hello, Sirena. A young woman stands flanked by a pair of soldiers. The ornate headdress, cresting her brow, lends her otherwise small figure an intimidating aspect. From gear to gown, everything about her starkly contrasts the frigid state of the camp. She looks both at ease and uncomfortable, composed in her element and completely unsure. She turns to you.
Oh, look. Mother has returned. Have I gotten out of line? Have you come to punish me? Am I a bad girl? Or do you just want to use my power?
Not exactly. Her face takes on a mock-serious demeanor as she speaks, and with her words you hear the sound of a breeze rustling through the forest. It's at the same time calming and distressing. The girl smiles.
Have you already forgotten me, Fatebinder? Do you remember? You let the disfavored kill my followers. The flock of Siren, the Archon of Song.
The voice drips with an acid you feel at the back of your mind. Her eyes harden. She moves forward, and the soldiers to her side move in, barring passage with their weapons. She looks at them and then pushes the swords apart with a finger. When she does, the burning pain in your head ceases. I do know this. I did do that, but on the other hand, you even started to convert disfavored soldiers, so that's not exactly a cool thing to do. When Syrian, the Archon of Song, used her power to entrawl people into Scarlet Girls, her abilities worked too well. After a disfavored soldier attempted to enlist, conflict broke out between the armies. The enthralled recruits violently surpassed and forced out of the army.
If I wanted her dead, do you think your swords could stop me?
She looks at you again, a mixture of frustration and bored, fighting in her features.
I guess they don't want a repeat of Lethian's crossing because they're not protecting me. They're protecting...
I guess you, as in me. She trails off, making a dismissive gesture towards the rest of the camp. Everyone else? Yes, I was the governor in Lethian's crossing, built in the shadow of an old walls junction in the realms of Haven. Lethian's crossing is a growing trading settlement. The nearby rivers are rich of iron ore, though the locals lack their technology. And yeah, population of Lethian's grows wealth with refugees fleeing the destruction of their homelands. Yeah.
If some people started worshipping me, is that really such a bad thing? Is Kairos really so insecure to worry about a little competition? Look at me! Do you think I seem dangerous? What harm can a 15-year-old girl cause? I'm only a child.
Uh-huh. You seem so very Like, anyways, you charm people. It is dangerous when you just charm. Like, you could be charming enough people that you could be a danger, if you think about it like that. The smile falters. She looks down, her hands moving to the headdress, her thumb tracing the edge of it along her jawline. She looks back up, the hard look back in her eyes. She regards you for a moment before continuing.
So, Tunon's fate binder in the middle of a battlefield. Kairos must be desperate. You were sent to shame Ash and Narat into action, weren't you?
Sort of. I did an edict that kills us all. So, 15-year-olds are always dangerous to your sanity. That's true enough too, to be honest. It definitely can be, at least.
Ash certainly needs someone to dig a heel into his back. If only to distract him from his problem.
She purses her lips in thought.
But Narat, he's just a cat playing with a realm-sized mouse, isn't he?
Yes, isn't he indeed? Oh, I'm sorry. This is so tempting to say. Oh, I'm sorry. Is it my turn to talk now? I thought this was listen to Syrian platter time. That would be quite fitting because she did talk for a long time, not even letting me speak once at all. So it's like, well, yeah, you want to talk more, or do I talk? Whatever you want, I guess. Syrian, you choose. I can't resist. Oh, I'm sorry. Is it my turn to talk now? I thought this was listen to Syrian platter time. Sin draws back, her eyes narrowing, a grimace pulling across her lips. She shakes her head, tears forming along her lids.
Things never change, do they? The faces are different, but the words keep repeating. The girl has such power. Use her voice, it can bring down realms. Such might in one so young. No one gives a claw about me. I don't know why you would be any different. Everyone wants the same thing. My help, my power, my voice.
You can do whatever you wish. As she speaks, your vision clouds and you feel the air grow still. All nearby conversations stop and electric silence surrounds you. With the last words, Sirin stomps one of her feet on the ground. The silent pop explodes out of her, staggering her guards and bashing through you. I must go.
You will do no such thing.
She makes a commanding gesture that halts your step. From the corner of your eye, you see Verse cup her hands to her ears, turning her head away from Sirene. Yeah, she has a lot of power. Sirene's mouth opens in a perfect O shape, and the sound that pours out is captivatingly entrancing. It dampens the ambient puzzle on the camp until it seems that nothing exists but her voice.
Remove my helmet.
The ruby headpiece of her brow flashes as if in a warning. What are you trying to do to me? If I can stop myself from doing such things.
Really? That's it? How disappointing. It was worth a try, I suppose, though it appears to have been a colossal waste of effort.
She sighs and gives a sheepish smile. I guess I am too much for her to at least entrowl like that. Like I could be doing like, oh, yes, mistress. But I guess it's because I have so much lore that she can't do that to me. I hope that's the case. It was an entirely fair response. Gives a claw. What? Yeah. She sighs and gives a sheepish smile.
I hoped you would assist me in a delicate matter. But it appears you're more nuisance than help. I have no further use for you. Perhaps later. You're dismissed, Fatebinder.
She presses your way with a wave. You will answer some questions for me first.
I said dismissed until I have further need of you. Your presence displeases me.
And your presence displeases me, Syrian. But it's kind of funny. Definitely funny, considering like now she was all just like, Oh, I can't charm you to do this thing for me. I have no need for you then. This time her voice takes on a different quality. It screeches like a piece of flint stuck in a grinding wheel. You can feel it down to your toes, and you want nothing more than to make a hasty exit before the Archon inflicts more of her terrifying songs.
For the love of Kairos! That was the Archon of Song in the flesh!
Darting his head for a furtive look back at Siren, Landry sighs in awe. Oh, her, we go way back.
You know the Archon? I dare say, traveling with you will prove most illuminating.
I kind of feel bad, but on the other hand, I don't. I would like to so be able to go and ask a lot of questions, and I might be able to work with her if she gives me a choice or a chance. But on the other hand, it was just too fitting thing to say that, oh, I have time to talk now. Plus then the fact of being able to actually say that, yeah, you think that you can affect me somehow, but you can actually, was cool too. I still would like to be able to talk to her though. So,
You there! The one in the tin barrel. Remove my helmet.
just everyone. Now to him. Now to him, my other companion. You in the tin barrel, remove my helmet. Finally, I'm back. That took forever. That did take forever, Sare. But welcome back then properly. Don't feel bad, she's a brat. She is a brat.
You address me, lady? Finer craftsmanship I have never seen. You wish the helmet removed?
Parik hesitates before Serene. He seems at once ready to follow her order and nervously uncertain. I would be very interested to know what exactly would happen if that helmet would be removed, because she very desperately wants that helmet to be removed. But no, Parik, you mustn't. Belay that order. Serene, release him at once. Your words hit Parik like a battering ram. He sways on the spot, reeling from the impact. A moment later, he focuses away from the Archon and back to you.
That was horrible. I'm not even sure what happened, but I feel used.
He turns to Serene with a mixed expression.
Do not touch me, thing. Do not speak to me. Do not look at me. I take orders from one Archon, who stands vigil the next camp over. If you would puppet about my will, you will answer to him. Is that clear?
Once again, the worm dares to defy the songbird. Don't worry, little worm. One day the bird will get her prey.
But yeah, she has a powerful voice, and it is dangerous if she can just will in almost anyone to do her bidding. At least I can resist, so that's good.
You are not welcome here.
Fine. I would have liked to be able to talk something more, but I can't talk to a night owl. A young beastman stands in the shadows of an enormous beast woman, whose statue still manages to loom over you. Even in her crouch position, the beastman mouths forth with spittle and lunges in every direction as he snarls at her. Nightingale was promised worthy tough prey for joining, but Beast Woman only allows Nightingale to hunt weakest of humans. Sees beast skills for herself. He pounds the earth, causing small fissures to erupt. Nightingale was second strongest of Stone Stalker males before joining Scarlet humans. Rotted even with 100 blood, with tribes prima. Was promised on back for abandoning tribesmen. Stone Stalker, the largest spanning beast tribe in the entirety of the tiers. The Stone Stalkers of Azure nearly tripled in population during a period of domestication and forced labor in service to the farmers and ranchers of the realm. However, like all beasts, the Stone Stalkers were born wild and yearned to range free, unfettered by human within their own homeland. In ancient times, the tribe was known as the Meadowskin, but they were denied a name during their centuries of enslavement. In the turmoil created by Kairos' invasion of the Tiers and conquest of Azure, the beasts rebelled and won their freedom. Drawn to the enigmatic presence of Care and Archon of Stone, the beasts took the name Stonestalker as their own. Gone closer to the Stonestalkers. After Kane's defeat when Kairos proclaimed the Edict of Stone on Azure, creating the Stone Sea, the Stonestalkers retreated into the wilds. The humans who have since then crossed on their territory have been slaughtered. And with tribes Prima, the leader of the beast tribe, a supremacy almost always held by a female, this rank is won and defended through vicious bloodshed and fights to dominance rather than per tribe. Many alphas may exist within a single tribe, but only one can rise above the others as Prima. Claws at throat. The crouched beast woman lets out a deafening cackle. She looks like this then. Her proud, sharp teeth appear in between a bellow. Strong Stonestalker? Beastman vert rotting? She snorts. No, Claws at Throats is only mule in first season cup. Before Beast Woman now, she's only tenderfoot, only weak whelp with to chase injured dying prey, not best fighters on battlefield. Neither Yol bares his teeth and lunges for the Beast Woman, but she is swift to stand. Hackles raised and calloused palm far larger than his head harshly pins him to the ground in one deft swipe. His face smashes into the earth with a whip-like crack of stone followed by a defeated whimper. Claws at Throat stares down at you with as much regard as she might show the wild dogs that roam the camp. Human. Claws at Throat. She sniffs in your direction and her nose wrinkles as she scowls, disgusted by your foul scent. Humans, she hacks. Always are encroached in beast woman, have no sense of danger, no recognition for prowling, hungry predators, are worse than sniveling beastmen. She grinds the beast man's face deeper into the dirt before lifting her clawed and gnarled fingers off of him. He quickly scrambles to his feet to nurse his head. Claws at Throat. Speak quickly, and maybe Beast Woman will listen. Interesting. I wonder how that would work. Bare your teeth in a wild, dangerous green, but that wouldn't fit me at all. I'm not really that type of a person. Otherwise, I would be really interested to see what this does, but it doesn't seem like it would be fitting for me at all. What tribe are you from, beast? She puffs her dirty hairy teeth and purrs with pride. Claws at Throat was born of tribe with no name and no land, called Summersnout by Judgement, who stole Azure lands from tribe's ancestors. Then Claws at Throat became great Stonestalkers, slaughtered own slavers and fought for tribe's freedom. Tribe who became strong, unbreakable as stone because of Earth's mystic called Archon's skein. She sniffs at the memory, but now Karen sleeps and dreams, drifting slowly into the death in stone lands. Hundreds blood protects free tribe, and Claws at Throat fights to kill more than a Scarlet Stalker. How did you come to join the Scarlet Chorus? Human packs call Scarlet Chorus is vicious, cunning, feral, like tribes, like Beast Woman. She snarls, but the sound is pleasing and rumbling, nearly a purr as she cranes her face in the direction of the voices of Nera's wartent. Chorus humans are dirty and reek like rotten meat, so easily shriek and tear at own throats, but also respect strongest of pack, and Beast Women are strongest of all creatures, are best predators like Archon called Nerat, Pack's fierce and ruthless alpha is a mystic who can swallow prey, blood and bones wool, makes Beast Woman want to rot, fight, kill. Makes Beast Woman want to rot, fight, kill, she sighs hungrily. Makes Beast Woman want. A little too much detail came. It was a lot of detail about them. What's going on here then? Human has keen size, yes. Can see Beast Woman discipline insolent pack mate. She snaps a menacing sneer at the coat Peaceman. Mule in whimpering male, Nigel will learn Beastman's rank in the pack, or will not survive for many seasons longer. A soft growl purples up from the back of his throat in response to her threat, but he keeps his eyes downcast, refusing to meet her gaze. Well, then it's like can't do anything more than try to do something like this, but I'm not the one hand-to-hand battle person, so it's like that just feels wrong to say any of that, even though it would be otherwise cool. What do you guys say? What do you guys think?
On the lookout.
I did have this. Do I have 47 now? I wonder... Toot Toot. Did I talk to Toot Toot? I don't remember. That's someone important. That's the place where we could rest. Outbreak. Explosive. Two-handed bow. Seems like that could be a good bow. For you, maybe better bow than that one. Yeah, explosive. On weapon crit. This bow was fashioned to scatter formations of enemy soldiers from afar and has seen more than its share of combat. Yeah, more damage and more armor penetration, so at least this bow I can definitely sell. Alright, I guess that's cool. Alrighty then.
I'll be your shadow.
I always press that wrong button, that's so annoying. Vittles. Did I talk to Vittles before? Pale and wide-eyed, the Scarlet Conscript takes slow, deep breaths as she shovels with nervous energy. As soon as your eyes meet his, he looks away in a panic, bowing his head and turning his body aside. You there. What's your name, lad? You couldn't mean me, could you, Captain? He turns to face you, but refuses to meet your gaze. She's tinged red. His body tenses, his chest puffing towards, even as he stammers and stumbles over his reply. Walton. My name's Walton. Gosh, she knew I'd be tall as the mountains, but here they only call me Vittles. I think he doesn't really fit into this place at all. Do I even want to know why they call you that? His face burns hotter and he grits his teeth together before answering. Gosh, Toot Toot says he'll feed me to the beast if I don't always do what he wants. And you must be new to the chorus. Captain is a southern term. Kairos' armies have commanders, and I'm neither. I shouldn't be here. His eyes widen as his voice rises to near yell. The chorus, I don't know what I was thinking. I'm not like this, people. He looks out at the camp. I'm going to die here, or at least I hope I die here, and soon, and the thing guy. His voice falls silent. His body slumps. Yeah. A little too late for a request, as you can't exactly quit the chorus. I should have let them kill me when they first caught hold of me. He lets out a long and troubled sigh, his shoulders slouching. I'm not like these people. Getting gig makes me vomit. Things in blood makes me vomit. And even vomiting makes me vomit. I'll never last. Poor guy. And just why is this a mistake? Did someone take the vow for you? No, but I was forced to take the vow. He placed his flattened hand to his neck and pantomime off a plate. They slew my pa right in front of me, then told me I was next if I didn't join the chorus. I've never served in the village watch. I didn't know it'd be like this. Never served in the watch. How old are you? Well, how old? He started looks, crosses his face. I'll be, Buzzet, I was born in 418, so that makes me. He lifts up his finger to count, though the gesture seems entirely an act, and he trails off mumbling incoherently. That makes you too young to be in the chorus. Summon your gang leader and I'll solve this. If he's too young, then... He seems to me that he would be honest, but seems entirely an act, a gesture of trying to count. That just... Either it means that he's lying about the fact that his age is that, or he tries to supposedly can't count when he knows that he can't count. But he doesn't look that young. He doesn't look too young at all. So... Yeah, vomiting makes most people vomit. Yeah, very surprising fact. Indeed, very, very surprising fact. So yeah, I'm a little bit unsure about that. I'll give you at least some pointers, I guess. I'm feeling generous today, so I'll give you some pointers. Pointers, Captain. He scratches the back of his head, confused. Oh, what sort? Tell him some advice. Listen up. You need to act tough yet keep a low profile, for starters. I never would have thought it. He straightens his back, head craned as he gives you his full enterpond attention. You're awfully clever, Captain, he murmurs deep in thought. Strike him playfully at first. Come on, raise your fist and defend yourself. I'll show you how to survive and maybe later how to kill. He takes the first hit, but manages to avoid the next, surprisingly deft despite his gangliness and timidity. Best if I don't cab, Miss Fatebinder, he ducks his head slyly. I don't think the Toad would like if he saw me training and I've taken enough licks from him to last me the rest of my lifetime. Do not let your guard down. Strike back and watch your leg work. With a scramble and a surprised yelp, he barely dodges the third of your blows, the first two knocking him backwards on his feet. Panting, he regains himself, avoiding your exaggerated and slowed strikes until he swells enough confidence to punch back. It takes him a while, but eventually he lands a decently hard hit. Strike him harder still, again. Favor with blade and mark, you have gained wrath with Scarlet chorus. He cringes, tensing reflexively from the force of the strike, but does better against the next one and the next, eventually avoiding most and managing to return a fist or a boot in the few times you allow for an opening. He throws all of himself into the training courage, improving until he's left panting and exhausted and newly bruised. His thin woolen shirt drenched to his back in sweat. Eventually he wipes the matted bangs from his eyes and offers you a grateful grin. I won't forget my training, Miss Fatebinder. I'll keep fighting and struggling, and I'll get stronger till there isn't nobody who can push me around. But yeah, it's like, I don't know. If he was too young, that might be the case, but he looks exactly like an adult, and there's no way for me to tell if he would be lying, but he might be just too dumb, so he couldn't count, so that would have been a possibility. Definitely could have been a possibility. I would bet it's supposed to be that he's dumb. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, that it's probably that. But it was like... I'm not 100% certain what to think of that. So I thought... But it's kind of a shame that I can't do the other option anymore. So it would be cool that if I could do still the fact of asking about that age thing. Because that would seem like even better to not go and recruit someone who is too young. But on the other hand... I guess he started to do okay. Good evening, Milan. Welcome to stream for you. Character models are probably not very telling for most of these. Maybe, but still, it's just... If he looks like this much of an adult It's just like... And the portrait there too looked very adultish, so...
Time to lighten my
Anyways,
step.
if he wouldn't be... He could be captured again anyway, so if he now said that he would be too young, sure, but what would happen again afterwards? It might happen again that he would get into this sort of a trouble, so... I don't know. Yes, bye-bye. But yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of wondering that I would have liked to do it the other way around, but on the other hand, I guess that's okay nonetheless. You were the seller. Let me see if you have anything new. Yeah, I was thinking I should have this. Yeah, nothing new, I think. That's okay. But not amazing. I wonder if there's anything new I can talk to Lantry now, considering... Lantry. Like, sometimes I really have difficulty with that name, but considering he commented about Serene. Lantry stops his stride, darting his hands about his bandolier and belt as he softly mouths off a mental inventory of his inks and quills. When at last assured his possessions are in place, he looks up at you with a smile. Doesn't look that there's that much, so sure. I guess then we can just go into the actual place where we need to go. Sooner or later anyways. God damn it, I always press that. Press that button. Why do I always manage to go and press that freaking wrong button? But it's 6 days, so we have good amount of time still. But I don't really see anything else we could try to do anyways other than to go to Ekokal Crossing, so... So Ekokal Crossing is a village situated along one of the narrow sections of the Matani River. It is the main route into the heart of the valley and possesses 2 highly defensible bridges. Many settlers in the area are believed to be directly assisting the rebel effort. Yes. Lantry like pantry. Lantry, yeah. Don't lie, his name is Laundry. You need high lore for the age option to appear, and it leads to 2 non-favor. This way to get the bled and mark favor, which is pretty useless. Yeah. I gotcha, but, well, I did that already. Should I load because I happened to choose the wrong thing? But yeah, I understand that. That's what I was thinking. That seemed like something I would have liked to do, but I still would have liked to also do that. It was just a shame that I couldn't do both, but oh well. It is as it is. You couldn't get the 2 non-10 anymore in that. I was thinking that that seemed like a good one. But I wasn't... I just would have hoped that I could have still gone into that option. But it wasn't then anymore possible, so can't be helped. I don't think it's logical for me to go back just because of that now, nonetheless. A battle unfolds without us, onwards. Peter Quip. And Antio. Back over here, maintain defensive posture. Winded, the disfavored commander clutches his blood-stained chest piece as he takes a deep breath, gathering his thoughts. His focus is on the scattered, wounded men around him. He has yet to notice you. I'm doing at least okay. But yeah, I kind of feel bad about not doing the age option then, but it can't be helped anymore. I wish that that would have been an option even if I trained him a little bit. Peter Quip. Your plan has been a rousing success. No, it's you. Your plan has been a rousing success. Most of our troops dead, the breach destroyed, and the Ventrian Guard pushed us back to where we started. Ladies and gentlemen, the finest the North has to offer. And for your next act... I needed those Furies on point. Don't mock my strategy after working against it. We could have taken them. What is happening? Shouldn't you be on the other side of the bridge? We tried to rush the western bridge, blow for blow. We had them running out, but his gaze drops long size gaze, but halfway across. Halfway across the whole damn river, just... The Bloodchander gesticulates, flaying for words. Lurched up. The cursed Matrani swallowed the bridge and most everyone on it. Only real soldiers we have left are Scarlet ferries that I, quite wisely, directed into a flanking position. A few of us kept our footing, but advantage was lost. We had to fall back. As we did, the Outbreakers surged down the east bridge. We held ground until they fled back across the river, but now we're back where we started with only a fraction of the strength. A member of the School of Tides is alive and working with the Ventrian Guard, I assure you. She is the culprit. Makes sense. That would explain it. I saw a woman dressed in blue at one of the other sides of the river. Didn't seem like she fit with the others. Had we focused our strength into one perfect lunge, we could have crossed the bridge before the enemy knew that was killing them. What was killing them? But it's too late. We can use the Scarlet Furies too. No, fool. Stop successing ways to get my Kang killed. Are you working for the Outbreakers? We should wait until the enemy is no longer on high alert. If Antio's plan isn't a good one, what would you suggest instead? There is a time for initiative and a time for patience. We should try a different part in the river, or come back later. The enemy is too wary of us now. Are you in such a hurry? Rush to see Kyra's edict come to pass? Sorry, Quip, but I'll strap you to my back and charge down that other bridge alone. But I'm doing nothing isn't an option. Yeah, we can just sit around and wait for Kyra's edict to kill us, wherever we can do something. If this were hearing of grievances, I'd let you call the shots. But we are talking about the lives of my Kang. Conscripts are a couple of dozen, but Furies. I have worked hard to secure the loyalty of my Kang. I will not scrap fine warriors on a so buffoonish a plan. Well, what's the good plan then? If you had help covering the cost of enticing replacement warriors to your Kang. If you had help covering the cost. How about you just tell me? I suppose I'll just have to tell the voices of Nerat that these agents were soft and cowardly in the face of opposition. Huh? Do you think your words would change? The Shander smiles wide. I meant to say, perhaps the Fatebinder is right. Antio is in charge. When you meet next with the Archons, you will tell the voices I was instrumental in the success of the crossing. Yeah, これ切れた。Just like that, the disfavored warrior crumbles his face in his palm. No, wait, I won't question it. Yes, thank you. Yes, you had best be thanking me and the Fatebinder. We've saved the disfavor time and time again. What's one more? Antio's face palming. Listen up, for this to work. My Furies need a moment to get out of cover. Fatebinder, you need to run up the east bridge. Don't get yourself killed, just draw their attention. I'll signal my Furies to send a rope across while you have them occupied. There's no time to waste. Let's hope your gang delivers. Antonio turns to you, nodding with the heavy frown. Thank you, Fatebinder, and good hunting. So east bridge should be this direction, correct? I think so. I'm just making sure because, like, usually east is always that way. But then it's just like, I just want to make 100% sure if this is north, that is. Head palm, yes. Face palm. Head palm, whatever. Attack the eastern bridge, indeed. Yes, I would assume it's then that away. Should be. Yeah, I was thinking that it's probably quickly Fatebinder to the bridge. Yes, I know. I'm going. There's dead people though. How can I leave people from without being looted? Especially when they're the enemies.
Well, this is interesting.
Huh. Just point me in the right direction.
Slow and steady.
Let's let her go and disarm first and foremost.
Right.
Okay, good. Let's see, how far do I need to go for this to work?
Affirmative.
You burn.
Send.
Why are you not doing the things that I ask you to do?
Will do.
Do the hail of storms. Okay, then one more. Who is indeed near death.
Won't enjoy this as much as I do.
Ah, there's stuff there too. I want stuff though. Yep, I was thinking about the mirror image, but here I was thinking there's no point doing the mirror image anymore, so
I got it.
I go and visit here quickly while I'm on the way. The soldier has numerous wounds on his body, the gold forms of 2 elderly villages
I'd say that.
lay nearby, 2 victims that ultimately could not shield from harm.
That's worth.
Most of the homes on the southern side of the river have been abandoned, just like this one. Few of the Apex's citizens
The second glance.
believe that raising a blue flag will be respected by Kyrus's forces. I can't have more bonfire stuff though. Yeah, those guys are extremely dead. Be the reason, whatever it may be. The Matani River forms the boundaries of Apex's central ring. The river narrows considerably at Echo Call, making it one of the few access points for the valley's interior.
Moving cautiously.
Do I need to talk to them only? I guess maybe.
I don't think so.
Of course.
I got it.
They just run off and raise the bridge. Matani Zubil, you there, and you, signaling her warriors to the bridge. A woman in the regalia of a Vengeance Guard captain pierces the commotion with her shrill soprano. Shrill soprano, you say? You there, and you. Get over here. The this way with our back. Guess they forgot a javelin or two. Be a doll, would you? Hurl them back. Matanisipal. Wait, not another disfavor. This is a fate binder. She looks you up and down. Odd, I would have expected. Well, just more soldiers. Here to convince us to kneel down and lose our heads. Your heraldry house Matani apologies that your river must be dirtied with this conflict. Lore. She lifts an eyebrow. I am honored and will trust that all grievances wash down the stream. She clears her throat, thrown by your formality. May the river guide you through the valley. Your friends seem to have misplaced most of their squad. Guess they are somewhere in my river. She shrugs sarcastically. My family's been protecting this river for 6 generations, so it's easy to lose track of all the looters and vagrants we've had to feed to the eels. Unless you want to try a running leap over, you are stuck. Maybe try heading downstream to Blazid Crossing. We have more warriors there, and I am certain they'd be just as happy to kill you. The Tidecaster that did this, same one that met me for a truce. Trying to take stock of our crew. She looks out, a loud snort, laughing to herself. We've had unexpected help of late. Kill and rape a realm enough, and everyone comes out of the woodwork to shiv you in the ear. Lower this bridge and surrender. Hold yours a second. I have a statement prepared from Captain Ari for just this moment. She reaches into her belt and with an impish smile pulls her hand out to reveal nothing but the local hand gestures for penis. Wait, there's a second missive here somewhere. She feigns cowering her pockets once more before displaying her phallic gesture again. Okay, thanks for that. Poor Venture Guard. Always oriented towards the north. I don't know what is with this game and eels, and yes, extremely classy. As amusing as I find this soon-to-be corpse, it would appear that our distraction has paid off. He nods off to the west. That's cool. Satisfied, she turns to leave, calling out to you as she does. I wouldn't keep standing there, Fatefinder. The river's currents are quite unpredictable. Yeah, I guess I should be moving. I need to go and report back.
I got it.
No point standing there no more. Oh yeah, it had the campfire thingy. That's why it's like that. Just didn't remember first. Okay, how's the situation going? Well done. While you were toying with the Oathbreakers, my Kang had the opportunity to set a rope on the collapsed bridge over yonder. The Furies wait to join you in battle. What is the plan now? Plan now is to lower that bridge. My warriors can swim in their armor. The lighter troops, he points squarely at you, can move across the rope. Then lower the bridge. We'll meet you on the other side. Alrighty, sure is. Crossing by rope, are we? Barak clears his throat and shifts his fate awkwardly. In that case, I might recommend that I go last. Yeah, I think that's probably what we have to do. Well, once I agree with Antonio. Antio, Peter Quip points across the water and in an animated alarm. My king's been spotted. Go now, before they are overwhelmed. My goodness. Already. Another moment's peace I don't have. There's people there too. Well, gotta go. Gotta go rope. With the rope. You first, verse. Rope crossing. Yes. Take hold of the rope and slowly cross the river. You're the one that can do this probably the very best, but apparently we somehow got all across. To me, honestly, it would seem like it would be better that it could be just one. The Matanis River current poses little threat to small boats, let alone bridges like this one. The magic that splits this bridge must have been quite powerful. I'm certain it was powerful. And yes, that's a good question. How the heck could Parik get across this? I do not know. Like, I would think that he's a lot heavier than disfavored soldiers, most of them anyways. But somehow he did it.
I am a shield wall unto my...
Don't get yourself killed, Scarlet Fury. Go, taunt one of them. Immediately, please. Let's actually give the... I have the illusion here. Let's give her the mirror image if I can, but I don't know if I can then. Would be cool if I could, but I don't see if I could really do it, no matter how much I would like to. Sure. Can I give this at least? No. It's so annoying when you can't do something like that, even though it feels like I should be able to do that, but nope. The nope. Just the nope.
Can't do that.
Would be so nice if I could give her some assistance so we do not lose all of these furies. No, would be very, very nice.
Not happening.
You go there, to be honest. This guy at least is now attacking against Barrick specifically. Of course it's the Sage, so I kinda would like to kill it completely, but at least that's okay-ish. More so than not.
Your will is weak.
At least that one guy is completely down for the moment and I'm being. Archer is injured, that guy is injured, and barely injured, uninjured. Kinda would like to get that Sage a little bit more injured though. But on the other hand, just getting the Archer dead is a good start, I'd say. Sure.
Yeah.
I wanna be able to help that guy so much. Well, this Archer is at least almost near dead, so that's at least good. Okay, Archer is down. That guy started to fight against you, so that's good. Actually, go against the Sage. I don't like the Sage at all.
I'll take care of it.
She is still injured, but at least nothing more. There's more recovery time in this area. Alright, seems okay though otherwise. Yeah. Oh dear, I need some healing. Well, you do have some of these, so you could do that. I guess I could do this for myself actually, why not? So then I have a little bit more what I could do. Let's run all the way over here, to be honest. That looks cool actually, the mirror image, quite cool. That was a cool attack from this Fury. Many slashes. Near dead. You're the only one left. That looks really cool. Though I was dead for sure. Go on ahead, Faintbiter. I'm not used for you no more. Yeah, well, you are very close to being dead. Near dead. Please don't die. Like, I see that you have some effects still going on, so don't die, okay? Just don't get yourself killed anymore. I guess she isn't now. She's badly injured anymore, yeah. She has a potion going on. Eesh. But that was like, I don't want that guy to die. I really don't want it to die. Would feel so wrong if they went and died at that point. Eesh. His armor looks like fixed as much as double decker plus. Yep, it does. It does. So I don't really know how he was using it. Villages. Flee! Hey, Matani. Retreat! Captain Matani signals for her troops to run to the nearby village. There's too many. They cross the river. Pull back. Well, at the moment I see only myself, to be honest. I can just indeed all over the bridge though, and that will allow more people to actually come across. So that would be a cool idea. The Vengeance Guard soldiers rush forward and adopt a close formation, covering Captain Matani as she retreats towards the nearby settlement. I would like to just talk if it would be possible, but like I would love if I could do that, but on the other hand we have slain Pelox Florian. This seems more fitting in this sort of a combat situation though. Hold, I wish only to talk. Should I really say that? It really is so tempting because I like the idea of being able to talk. Like I want to try to do this with as little bloodshed as possible after all. But on the other hand... Your request goes unheeded and the Vengeance Guard soldiers advance. Yeah. Not too surprising, and she's the one that just flees. Yeah, you go there. You go and lower the bridge if I can. Actually, I can't apparently, even though it would seem sensible to me that I should be able to do that right now. But apparently a no-go, unfortunately. Which one is the most dangerous? Sage, I'd say, is the most dangerous in here, even though the archers seem very annoying too. But definitely the Sage is someone I would really love to be able to get down.
Trouble is afoot.
Could you get this guy to attack you instead? That would be cool.
You won't enjoy this as much as I'd.
Nice wall spit. It's keeping him down. Very much like that.
Do.
I see.
That's not good though. You did get the one's attention, but then that one is not really nicely in there. Try to get that for yourself then immediately. Well, it still makes more sense to be killing this guy, to be honest, though, from these on the other hand.
I got it.
Well, at least the Sage is dead. It's kind of annoying how that stuff happens to be. Go there. You try to move a little bit there. This guy went into shadows again, which is really annoying. Can't really do too much about that.
Will do.
This outrunner is really annoying me. Guess I need to do this, to be honest, to be able to try to survive. That's really bad timing though, gotta say. Really bad timing for it to get me down like that. Did I manage to get this off? I did not. Do it. You have to do it like immediately. You take at least a small potion then I guess, and we'll see if that will manage to then work out okay enough. I think you have to try to do that too, to be honest, but first I would like to get this done. You can't taunt yet. Yep, no taunting as of yet. Possible. I guess I'll just use a one lesser healing potion quickly because I can't really get away that fast. Just fight.
Will do.
Try to throw at this guy because it's really annoying. The outrunner is really annoying guy.
Pity you won't enjoy this as much as I do.
What are you planning to do on me? I guess I can allow you to do the sigil thing even though it kind of feels wrong of you to be doing that one. Can I do this on myself now? But I really would like you to just kill this guy while you can. Like, it's so close to being dead, after all.
Grovel before me!
Okay, at least I have the Sigil of Illusions now then done. But I am low health. Very low health. Actually do full speed on this guy, so maybe we can just stop him.
Consider it done.
I'm so close to being dead though. You stay here, god damn it. I have poison, that's bad. Should I do that then? I don't know if we have any other healing skills right now other than if I would have a potion to use. But I don't exactly have a minor potion at the moment. Yeah. I would need to have it to begin with. Don't know how the poison exactly works in this. I'm not sure if you're aware, but Quicken does heal a little. Yeah, I did look in that it does heal, but I was just wondering, should I really use it now? But I guess we could. But not certain.
Sorry about that.
God damn it. Why? Staunt that stupid fella. Seriously.
Oh crap! The
That's
Fiend Finder
stupid.
isn't moving.
Well, yeah, because that guy just simply just chased me down. That was kind of really stupid to me. Fine then. Let that happen. That's really
As you
annoying.
command.
That was seriously annoying. Just like, okay, this guy's just chasing after me. You're not doing the other thing. I have a healing spell. Yeah, they were on cooldown. This guy has now a spell, but that was too late. And then I was like wondering, do I want to do this? Do I not want to do this? Because it's only once nonetheless, so that's the problem that I was thinking. If I don't want to go and immediately rest, I would like to use it later. That's the thing always. Do I want to use it now or do I want to use it later? It's a really cool ability, but like if I would want to be able to use this, for example, a little bit longer, then I wouldn't want to be resting yet. But yeah, the fact is that it was on cooldown. I did have a spell of healing, but it was on cooldown. Pretty much everything was on cooldown. So... why would you be moving from there? That was like a game. I would love you to heal, but not that way. And its Daunt doesn't seem to be working at the moment, which is also kind of weird to me, but fine enough. Well, you at least have a lot of minor healing potions around here, so sure, use it. Well, at least there's only one left. The fall speed is cool though. I do certainly like that.
On it.
Now we can use it. A little bit later than I would have liked, because that would have been cool enough that you could have used it previously.
Can't
And
do that.
they could have come into Forge-bound iron. Did I found that from there then? So I got that. These empty crates appear to have significant water damage. You also notice a small series of notches on the top left corner of each box. Apparently. But yeah, of course I could have a lot of more spells, but I do have a healing spell too. Like I just like to have these because I'm especially good with frost, so I would like to have my damaging spells. I like all of these damaging spells of different kind, especially for the freezing kind. But I do have the mirror image and I do have one healing spell for myself, and then I have two restoring touches for this guy to use. And unless somehow this wasn't visible that there's two, but I do have two for him, and then this one falls bit, and then two Titans touches, basically a little bit different. Maybe I don't use those the best ways, but let's see actually. But there's plenty of space, so if he can have them, they surely he. Okay. Maybe I need to specifically indeed put both of them into here separately. I hope that he still uses the other one too, so it might have been that the other one would have been available, but I'm not certain if it was or not. It's just annoying sometimes when it's like, those are not where I would like them to be. Let's have that there. No other allied moves anyways yet, so... But Parik at least gained a level up. Still, that was just a bit annoying to some degree. At least you have plenty of healing potions. You still have plenty of healing potions. Then it's just like, I guess I should give myself this view at least here if I want to be making sure that I stay alive sometimes. Storm stuff. Lesser stuff, and this is Staff of Boreal Frost, so this is just absolutely a better stuff for me. Because it's even a Boreal Frost staff anyways, but it's just better. It's just simply always better. So close to a level up, but not there quite yet. But you did gain a level up, so that's cool. What to give you though? Health is pretty important for him. This doesn't as such seem to be as important as he's not the main damage dealer, but it still would be nice to have some extra accuracy for him. On the other hand, this is pretty good. To have him just have even more health so that he's a proper tank. If the enemy attacks him, that is. Be nice if it was a little bit easier sometimes, but I guess we could have one more accuracy, so it would be at least 12. I guess it's okay. Then what about in here? Parik becomes an intimidating force on the battlefield. Enemies nearby Parik have their resolve reduced. Increases one-handed and two-handed melee weapon damage. At the start of combat, Parik gains a large boost to movement speed for a short time. After using Class of Iron twice with his normal strikes for a short time, allows Parik to engage an additional enemy. I would think that that's actually pretty good. Fight defensively, gaining a bonus to armor. That's good too, but I think this to engage an additional enemy is pretty good. Yep, I think that's good. So you can engage more enemies at once. Ah, shame that I had to go down. Excellent work, Fatebinder. We'll hold the bridge against the reinforcements. Good. Best not to lose the momentum. Push into the village. We'll join you as soon as we're able. Sure. Did I leave something unexplored? I guess I can quickly go and just check if I left anything unexplored. At least it doesn't seem to be quite as important of a moment to have to go into there at this very immediate moment. I can check here quickly because at least we got the bridge. So a lot of dead people and a few villagers. Clearly I surrender, no need to future bloodshed. Avenger God will triumph. I don't regret what I've done. A village full of traitors, where I'd cut them all. Well, it's not all up to you anyways. And I'm supposed to try to do it with as little bloodshed as possible anyway. So that's still something. Did I leave anything behind? I don't think I did, but I'll just check quickly. There is actually there something. I'm just happy that we kept this Scarlet Fury alive. It is just sad that you can't use like healing spells on other people. Disengagement defense. That seems like something that I could actually use. Yeah, they're just a little bit better defense and disengagement defense. Even if it's sandals, which looks a little bit silly, having just sandals like this, but purifying, cleansing charm. Immunity to poison, oh yeah, if only I had freaking gone and equipped this before going into that battle, I could have actually survived. Because the poisoning pretty much was the main issue. Fine, I'll equip it now, then the cleansing token. Who actually even gave it to me? It was a little bit earlier that it was given to me. Should almost immediately look into something like that, but oh well, didn't. What about these then? Faintfinder State Market brand sandals, perfect for declaring edicts during your summer vacation. Indeed, it's perfect. I just absolutely perfect. Heavy cloth sandals, it's just better disengagement chance. Of course, I could maybe give these to him. Let's see how he looks with these sort of things. I don't know. I guess he could look a little bit better than I do. Questionable. Because we do want him to be able to disengage better from combats too. I don't know which one looks better with these sandals. Recovery. It's just a shame that the only heavy armor person that we have can't have any armors. It's like, well, I get all sort of stuff that might be cool, but not really usable by anyone at all. Okay, is there anything else we would like you to have? You have some rod spear. Guess I can give you the other rod spear. Resolve with quickness. Have fish then, I guess. Sure. Maybe I'll use it some days. Wits, sure. I can have some fruits. I don't know how often I would be using these. Allied target. To be able to use the potion of revival. I guess it's like either me or someone else. Guess I could give it to you, maybe. Resolve. Random hostile effect. That's actually cool, the sky cap. Alright, well, I gave some items, but I usually very badly use those sort of items, to be honest, so. But hey, at least we got through the bridge. Woohoo! And we can go and continue on into the village. And I think I've taken everything I can. There's, yeah, something in there, supposedly, but it wasn't anything climbable, I don't think, even though it almost looks like that's climbable from here, but there was the one little campfire thingy. Some abilities allow party members to attack multiple times with basic attacks. Hey. Ooh. Continue into Echo Wall Village. Secure Echo Call Village, even Echo Call. Quest updated. Forge-bound iron, of course, was also indeed. Not exactly sure actually how it's updated. I guess just to get it there. Explore for clues of the missing shipment. A shipment of iron bound. Has a suspicion it might have fallen into enemy hands. The chaos of battle will make finding this lost shipment difficult. It would be wise to deal with the venturing guard in the area before continuing the search. Makes sense. So indeed thinking that, wonder what that's all about. I would so love to take more of the wits, but I think I'll take a little bit of accuracy considering it's also important after all. So I'll take a little bit more of the accuracy for a change. So I have a little bit extra of that. There's so many cool things to take here. Oh yeah, I would need to have energy shield before I could have a Ward Master add physical protection to energy shield and causes hostile spells that target the recipient on your energy shield to be less effective. Could be cool. Around yourself or a party member, granting additional armor, enfeeblement. When attacking from stealth, weaken your target for a short duration, or magic staff mastery. Increases damage with magic stays and allows basic attacks to strike multiple times. It's cool. The basic attacks overall being better. To be honest, light-footed is nice too. Would be nice to be able to move faster in combat. So that I could get easier away from enemies. Both of these I definitely love, but of course that then would require a couple of more points anyways into here to be able to get more spell slots, which would be cool. I really would love to have more spell slots. What about the leadership? The party gains use of one additional weapon set and can switch weapons. I don't do that almost at all anyways. It's like, I never use that. Adds a marking effect to a trust ability. Attacks against the marked target gain bonus accuracy to mark lasts until the enemy dies. But it's not like the trust is very far reaching, right? I don't even have it there. It's here. Yeah, it's like 1 meter. Like, I could do it, yeah, but it's like I have to go right next to the target to be able to do it nicely. So, sure, it still could be very good, but it's a little bit risky. Bandolier. The party gains 2, yeah. Quick item slots or consumable used in wild combat are more effective. One or the other, I'd say. This definitely does not intrigue me, but those two both are okay. Harmful effects from you and each ally every few seconds. Like, these sort of things, on the other hand, are pretty cool. Like, in the next branch here, it's really a lot cooler stuff. Inspire allies, boosting the damage of you and your party for a short time. Adds defensive bonus to you and nearby party members when the trust ability is used. Again, requires the trust ability to be used though. This doesn't require it though, right? Generate an aura will that removes a harmful effect from you and each ally every few seconds. That's really cool to be able to just have such a thing. And cool down 1 minute. It is something that you have to use though, as in an activated thing. It's not something that is just passively on or anything. Which is kind of a shame, but you let out a battle cry that heals you and your party members for a portion of their maximum health. That's cool too. What do I want then? None of those is cool enough, and all of these sort of things just seem like they would be very different sort of a build. Actually, this is okay, but I don't think it's good enough. This is against in sneakiness. That's okay, but again, it's more of a different thing. Range stuff is okay, but I think I'll leave the range stuff more for Lantry, to be honest. I like this. I think I'll take at least one more in the magic branch, because after all, this would be cool to get. Though I think 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to take anyways, basically 2 more before I could get into this. So would I like to take then the shields, which could be cool. The energy shield, Water Master, or do I want to take a magic staff mastery and then something else? Magic staff damage all enemies in front of you. Power burst of energy. Arcane charge. But that's so much, again, the trust skill that I don't use it nearly as much, so I think the shield could be cool. Focus your will into a shield of energy around yourself or a party member granting additional armor. if I can make a recommendation, Energy Shield is pretty good. That's what I was just about to say, that I think I'm going to go for this. Because especially even if the first level isn't yet as cool, but especially the second level, if I take as well that, then that will be pretty nice. Having this effect as well. Spell, critical deflection, spell hit deflect. Those seem like that would be really nice against spells, especially. This is good too, of course. It's not like it's bad, but especially the next level. I don't often go into shields of this type, but it just feels that this type, or in this game, this at least seems pretty good, pretty cool. So, yep, I'll take that. The only question for me is where do I equip it in? Because I would like to have it better in there. To be honest, if you have this in here, should I really have it here too? Like, it seems more logical that I have these sort of things than in the, like, for these guys. Because they don't have as many skills nonetheless. Especially these ones I have both in here nonetheless. And then here I have this for you. You can just as well use it. It's not like I would have to have it in here. It's okay and all, but I think having these sort of things, the spells and those special things, is more important or logical for me to have in here. Yeah. That again is versus ability. Of course, yeah, I can say that I can see them easily in here, and that's true enough, but I think I'll move those around the other way around. Then the Arcane Shield. And I guess I can have the Trust, because it's apparently something that in a lot of cases could be good. Those are my specials. Then in here it's this definitely is nice to have in here. And then I have this in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Basically I have all of my spells and all of these now in here. Then I don't have any of the combo abilities, but I can always pick up the combo abilities also from like their skills. After all, so it seems like an okay idea. Control Life is getting higher. Control Frost is already pretty high. Lore is 74, so that's not bad. Hello, Jim. Welcome to stream for you. And yes, Spot is probably sleeping again. But hello, welcome to stream. I hope you have had a good week. You don't have to have skills on the quick bar to use them. No, but it's just a lot easier for me to see if they've come out of cooldown and stuff when they are there. That's the main thing about them, to be honest, for me. It's just that I can see easily when I can do them, and that's about it. Level up bonus. For very little time anymore.
They're here! Run!
Go, go.
Go now! Two!
Ah, stand your ground, eh? You go there, Barrick. Everyone else concentrate on this guy.
At
Battle!
once.
You shall burn. Ryan Spike.
Get back here!
I'll tear your skeleton out by your ass! Can't do that.
That sounded weird. I tried to say that you would do this, but then you haven't. Sure. Well, actually that guy is already dead now. Fine enough by me. Ah, more potions of revival. A bronze hammer. Let's see, what does this say? You hear muffled voices and fearful exclamations coming from inside or something like that. It's not like I'm at least up to killing you or anything, settlers. Please, my children are inside. If you must kill me, do it out here, away from them. I'm not planning to kill you. I had nothing to do with this, the outbreakers, I swear. There's a person of sun soldiering. Okay then, where's cheese? Is it yelling at you specifically? I don't know. You wake the pot up so it can yell at me. Damn it. Yes. What? Pours water on the pot to wake it up. Oh wait, I didn't think it is true. In this game I don't actually use the quick bar, just those specific taps. Okay. But yeah, it's just easy for me to at least see that nonetheless. Yes. Indeed, yes. Okay, well, we saw that there's enemies at least over that direction, so...
Moving cautiously.
But we can't really even get through this. These crates have a small series of notches on top left corner of each box and scuffs on the crown suggest they were tracked from the nearby home, alright? Just seeing if I can spot anything more. Probably not.
The Vendrian guard can't protect us! We must go!
Well, that may be true. The villager looks at you in frightened silence. And here I thought fleeing the earthquakes in Azure was the smart move. Yeah, well...
Interesting.
Oh, interesting.
See that?
I shall be detecting and getting these traps out of here before we move forward. It's kind of funny to also be an ace with these things when I'm a mage. But on the other hand, I really like subterfuge. It's really cool to being able to discuss with people and stuff.
I am a...
Go. Go. You can attack this guy. You can also attack him. You can try to do this, maybe.
I will aid you.
Injured, nonetheless. Pretty nicely. Sure. That's okay. He seems to be suffering. He's very dead. And so are you soon. Sorry, son soldier. You really had no chance. And there's just the two of you. No chance at all. Ooh. Something secret. Liberating hand traps. Ah, liberating. In what way, I wonder? Too much camping stuffs we have. Liberating hand traps. Unbound. Immunity to paralyzed. That sounds pretty cool. Recovery precision is less though. Not sure if that's good or bad. What about you? Seems like this is completely as better for you. Sure, you can have them then. When it's absolutely better than not, then why not? Why not? You can be unbound for us. Considering he can take his armor off, he can't. That's probably very true. Stinky poo poo, yeah! I am a fill in the blank. Shelf wall. Stealth mage, best mage, yes. It's a very stealthy best mage that I am. Pretty sure they talk about Stinky Barracks at some other points. Possible, considering it does suck when you can't remove your armor, like, totally. You want this village, take it. Good luck during the flood seasons. Thanks. Appreciate the warning. I thought we already surrendered. Shouldn't the war be over? Well, some people haven't surrendered. Some people have and some people haven't. So when you live in the village where there's plenty of people that haven't surrendered, then that's a bit of a problem, isn't it? I know that there's at least enemies in here. I just don't know which direction should I go first.
Soldiers are here!
Are we now? It's a shield. Well, I know there's enemies in here.
Time to lighten my step.
Yes, I'm sure that you're very good with stealthiness. He's actually surprisingly good in all things considered. I did look that already. They're not even hostile yet. Fine, I'll come out then from the hiding. Will you surrender? Matani Zupil again. Matani Zupil's shrill voice pierces the air. A clarion call addressed not to you, but to the citizens of the village. Do not fear, sons and daughters of Apex. Kairos' horns are at our doorsteps. The Vengeance God will not abandon you. Brave warriors of the Vengeance God, these foreigners and sellouts mean to burn our homes and put to our families. Summon what strength you have and show Kairos the price of taking our lands. Several soldiers step out from half-closed doorways and dimly lit alleyways, fury blazing in their eyes. The partisans shout battle cries to marshal their courage, and you see the grey gleam of iron as they brandish their weapons and charge. Well, how is it the name of Ashe did these hill folk get their hands on iron weapons? How in the name of Ashe, yeah? Barrick regards the locals with momentary panic and bewilderment before settling his stance for battle. Well, they stole it, basically. Alright, anyways, all from this direction. That's okay then. Alrighty. You could do maybe quickly this. Sage's Apprentice. Did everyone get that spell effect? Not sure if everyone got it, but maybe. Maybe it's still ongoing. Give this to yourself, to be honest, at this point. Okay, at least quite a few were able to get it. I guess you didn't at least get it, but at least some of us did. Yeah, you have it, some resolve, and you have it, so that's pretty okay. It's not perfect mayhaps, but pretty okay. You can go and then give maybe the Titan's Touch, or actually Fall Speed first. That sounds pretty good of an idea. Then what? What next? Ah, you have my mirror image. That's a sad thing. I wonder how this exactly would go if I would cast it into there. It's difficult to completely aim perfectly. I think it will still hit, yeah. Barrick, basically, if I would do it from that angle. I guess it's okay, because it should hit more enemies than not, but still. But it's definitely not perfect. You can do this for yourself quickly too. And you could do this for yourself, just as a little bit of a protection. That's okay. You can damage that guy a little bit.
Not dead yet.
Are you not dead? You're very close to being dead, however. Okay, do this then for yourself, so you will be staying alive better. Ouch.
As you command.
At least that one guy is dead. I'll do this now then. Alrighty, and then I guess I would like to still try to kill this guy especially.
I'll take care of it.
Even if the archery is fighting against me. Ah, I missed. How could it be? Why would I miss?
As you command.
Sure. Nonetheless, you can fight there. Wish we had more abilities. You can do also, of course, the burning arrow again. The burning arrow is really good, even though it feels a little bit stupid in a sense when I'm in the middle of a battle, but on the other hand, it's really just too good. It's just very good. You can heal Barik a little bit. And, yeah, that's okay then. Actually, the other guy.
Right.
Injured. Could do this actually. Barik will be okay. You don't need to worry about Barik immediately. Do some of this. Yay. He's very dead.
Sorry, I can't.
Just this one. A little bit of extra frost. Well, if it can't pierce cloth, it would be nice if I had the renewal, but you've definitely used it already, so can't really be helped. He has too much armor. But that's why Barik especially fights against those more heavily armored people. Alright, well, it's one battle. Yo, it's too hot for having a bed. I understand that. They do because he can't wipe himself. You can also ask him if he can pleasure himself. That's kind of strange, but sure. Good to know that those questions can be asked in the future then. Mercy, have mercy on our humble village. Damn Northerners, you just take what you want, don't you? Echo Call village appears to be usually well supplied. It's likely that the locals have been helping the revolutionary forces for some time. There's a lot more into that direction. It's like, should I have gone there first to explore? Oh well, it doesn't matter, I guess. I can go first into here and after that into the other direction. This home has been bisected by Earthshaker magic. Antio likely ordered his mages to do some intimidate the villagers, or the village, to intimidate. This is where she was previously. Not sure if she's here now. I guess this should be the last place I go in, considering the woman was here, but I'm not certain. Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, she's here. Well, I can have a discussion with her. We'll see how that goes. That's a lot of people. They're here. Weapons up, and remember those no longer with us. Honor them with your courage and prowess. The captain turns to face you as you approach. Fatebinder, we are proper warriors, are we not? This battle should remain between those of us who specialize in dealing death. Let the villagers go. They did not ask for this conflict. I'm not here for slaughter. I'd prefer to talk. Really, the trail of my dead friends says otherwise. What is there to say, Fatebinder? Unless it's sorry for all the murders followed by a big swig of hemlock, it's too late for words to solve anything. The captain looks at you expectantly. A soldier stand ready, and the muffled cries and sobs of villagers fill the air. Kairos ultimately brings order. Why resist unity and prosperity? Like the unity between the disfavored and the scarred chorus. She throws back her head, issuing a dramatic laugh. That's not the sort of peace we want. Besides, peace is overrated. Peace means tolerating the evil in your neighbor. It is a cowardly dream for those with simplistic notions of the world. But I concede half your point. A thought throws across her face with a smile. The Vengeance Guard was once simply the army of Apex, but now we have volunteers from all the realms joining our cause. So you are correct about bringing unity. My goal is to gain your surrender without bloodshed. That is a commendable notion, but a tragically simple one at that. If any here could stomach life in the chorus or submission to a disfavored work camp, that person already surrendered years back. The walk standing before you are the ones serious about our freedom. Besides, we already reneged on a surrender. Reneged? I know any deal you've come to offer is just a trap, as the Archon's pride demands that they bury us. So sorry, but we've been at this too long. Death or glory, no third option. Fine. This insurrection is doomed to failure. Why throw away your lives? We have demonstrated that the once vanquished people can rise from the dust and bloody the Archons. If the objective is to send a message to others in the tears, then this has been a resounding success. Renect. To go back on, basically. Okay, so the townsfolk may go. The rest of you stand and fight. Far be it for me to question the call, but this village's source of aid of the Vengeance God. We would be fools to leave a standing resupply our enemies the moment we turn our backs. I believe Kairos would wish us to show mercy to the villagers. I'm saying that. The captain lurches forward, ready to yell, but stumbles over her words as your response sinks in. Should you all hear the Faintbinder, don't just stand there. Run like the scores are chasing you. Guardsmen, stay behind. That moment you've been training for is about to come due. Yeah, throw your weapon, let the villagers flee. Nonetheless, shall we? She holds her hand in the air while the last of the townsfolk flee. A noble way to begin our finest moment. Or maybe last dance. Either way, the captain lowers her hand, signaling the attack. I'll let the villagers that want to leave, leave. Be as it may be a very big mistake, but I choose nonetheless to do so. Actually, force bit this foolish sage first and foremost. You could set this guy into the flames though. Actually, if you have to go from there, that's kind of annoying. I would just wish that I could get my spell done quickly. It's a pretty good amount. Okay amount of damage at least. I would like to get there. Let's do then this quickly. The mirror image for us at least. Matani is actually pretty decently wounded at this moment. Wow, it affected 2 even in this range, so that's pretty cool. That is cool. Yeah, I think we can do this now. This one, yep. Well, I would have liked to do the other thing, but as in my illusion mirror image, but are we doing it? Yep.
Take that!
Because that's a cool amount of damage into there. That will be helping us quite a decent amount. I would like to get this though, certainly enough. Do this towards me then. Could you fight especially against this guy? That could be cool. You could do that on yourself though quickly. Okay, so I have the thing that I want to be able to have. I guess I could do also shield on myself. Let him cast the spell at least first. The sage is almost dead. It will die there soon enough.
No, sorry.
Could you please taunt this guy so he wouldn't go after our poor dude? Poor Laundry. So that guy is also dead already. I would like to get this guy dead next. Don't run there. That's just foolish, man. Very much indeed foolish, man. You could just kill that to the end before you come back. You know, that would seem like a reasonable choice to me.
Can't I hit anything?
You can't hit anything? That sucks. Actually, Barrick, let's finally do this. I've never done this. Both bang on their shields and armor, harass an enemy. To attack Barrick for a short while. To fade bind the smoking chest to leave the enemy confused and off guard. Sure. Sure, let's do that then.
Ready?
I've never done that.
Consider it done.
I guess we did it, even though it feels like, did we? That's not gonna be useful anymore when there's just these two left. You don't have the healing yet, but yeah, the false bit is also pretty cool though, gotta say. I do like it. Do like it quite a bit. Matani is almost dead. I think she is very much now frozen dead. I guess she surrendered finally. Good for her. It's nice that we get at least one prisoner out of this all.
On your knees, worm!
Pay attention, kids. You might learn something.
Yes.
The fuck is wrong with my weapon?
Crude words verse. There we go. Easy peasy. Barrick, you're such a toady. Go after our laundry, yeah. Yay! Sybil can barely summon the strength to crawl, and after several attempts she slips on her own pool in blood. She lifts her head to focus on you. She mouths several words, though no coherent sound escapes her mouth, until she falls to her knees, bracing her side. Guess then we have to choose what to do with her. Well done, Fatebinder. If this one survives its wounds, we even have a fresh present for the Archon of Secrets. He did request a personal audience with any leader we can take alive. That's a mighty big if. These Southerners folks are a sickly bunch. Antio wags a hand dismissively, looking at her suffer. It's making me sick. I'll kill her and get this over with. I wonder what would I want to do with her. Verse isn't doing any damage to the armored opponents with her default bronze swords. Yeah, I guess that's true. I meant don't go after our laundry. Can't type. Do go after our laundry. Yeah, but you said that do go. Not certain. To be honest, I'm almost tempted to just say that let her go completely, but I guess that would be a foolish thing to do. But on the other hand, that would be the way to try to maybe have some conversations in the future. Like, if I would be able to let her go, I guess I am the one that can choose here. She is the one that definitely wants to not work with us. But if I would let her go, maybe there is actually some chance for me to try to have some discussions. But maybe that is just too late because I already killed the one leader way off. And then the second leader I couldn't do anything but to kill. I heard the laundry was dirty. Laundry is sacred, no touching laundry or laundry, whatever. Yeah, very sacred. So in that sense, I would be tempted to let this one go. Because, to be honest, I don't know what I would wish. Should I just finish her off? So she doesn't at least have to be going and trying to be joined by, or joining the Scarlet Chorus? Or go to Scarlet Chorus? Because the thing is, the biggest thing that I would want to be able to figure out is who or where did the disfavored prisoners go to after they had been imprisoned by the Oathbreakers. They apparently, and if Oathbreakers do not, or these guys do not kill their prisoners, where did they go? Disfavored soldiers, if they went to Scarlet Chorus, then if I just give her to the Scarlet Chorus now, means that any information she might be able to have, any information they could provide with me, will go again to Scarlet Chorus, and it will just remain a complete mystery of what exactly happened. Conscription is probably the worst choice for her sake. Yeah, that's what I would say. And anyways, like, then all the secrets would just and simply go into the hands of the one and the specific person, so. But I know that pretty much no one is gonna like this option if I say this, but I'm so tempted to see it. I would like to see where could it lead if I would choose it. Let this one go. I wanna say it. Yeah, lost favor. What in Kairos' name are you thinking? You want her to send some warning, carry some message? Antia shakes his head, clanging his tongue. She can't travel unassisted. What are you suggesting? Is a little twisted. Let's just put her out of her misery. Okay, so I can't do that. Then I'll just finish her off. She fought well enough. I can't choose any other anyways. Fine. Finish her off. She fought well enough. Do it. The words are a command, hissed through her bloodied lips. With a decisive swing, you bring down your weapon on her skull and shatter her brains across the rooftop. It would appear that the Coco village had a larger enemy presence than we suspected. They also had a whole crop of iron weapons stockpiled here. But those innocent villagers were helping to gather battlefield salvage or maybe stealing from our camp. There are so few iron weapons among the Chorus. Seems like the disfavored need to keep a better eye on their supply lines. And what of this village? The locals could have trapped the houses, so to risk the commandeer the site, he shrugs his tone, becoming matter of fact. We should burn the town. I'll cut off the support and send a message, and the smoke signal will give the others a visible rallying point when crossing the Matani. But they are also innocent villagers, I believe that. I think I let her go. Well, I guess I didn't. I definitely did, but I was already allied with her. Well, I didn't. It's not like I would have any chance of being allied with them at this moment and time being. I haven't found that sort of a path, so it's not really been a possibility. Maybe indeed it would have been possible if we would have been able to align with the one water person or the mage mage previously. Wouldn't have slayed the one guy before, maybe helped him escape or something like that. But after all, I killed him, and that sort of a thing wouldn't have been a possibility anyways then for me anymore. We should burn the town. I'll cut off supports and the message visible rallying when crossing the Matani. Did we just waste all that blood and time capturing displayed only to torch it all? Now I tore the mythical power of fire in ways none of you could possibly understand. But even I think there's time and place for arson. Fatebinder, kindly then Antonio is free to burn his half of the village. The Scarlet girls would like to keep our half of the spoils, not smoke it. And yeah, I know, lost favor for no gain at all. No gain whatsoever. But, yeah. This favorite are going to smoke it. But apparently I can smoke just a half of the village. At least we can allow them to run if we say that raise the settlement. Or if we would be doing the settlement should be preserved and any still here made slaves or conscripts, then that's the kind of the problem part, that then we can't say that they should be let go. I guess I'll go with the burning then. If there are any villagers still here, allow them to run. Then you may raise the settlement. Frat with the Ventrian Guard. Well, I get frat, I get favor, I get frat, I get favor. A little bit of everything. I need 2 of you scout grounds for any of our own wounded, Antonio gestures to his soldiers, and 2 to gather kindling when we've got our own cleared from the side. Good hunting, Fatebinder. The disfavored commander offers you a vigorous salute. Craven as shade protects. Well, we're going to solve this with fire. The Santa lets out a long sigh as he slowly traces the sigils of a long-gone archon of fire with his index finger. The least you could do is leave this to an expert. Have your warriors round up the wounded. If you want this town burned, so be it. We'll destroy all evidence we were ever here. The Santa smiles a wicked grin. Fatebinder, on behalf of the disfavored legion and our chorus allies, I thank you for your bravery and wisdom. The Iron Marshal has sent word that the Archons are meeting at the disfavored camp, and your presence is requested. You should make haste back to the camp. We'll take it from here. Weep.
Right.
Didn't go as nicely as I would have liked. But yeah, if I would have a possibility at the moment... Yeah, I'm expert bloodletter. If I had the possibility to say some other choices, as in go and actually ally with them, that would be cool, but I definitely just don't have that sort of a possibility. I'm not allied with them. It's the problem that I couldn't agree of anything of a sort before, and at least I didn't happen to find a solution like that. Probably it started from the fact that I went and killed that one commander previously, when he could have been sent to the chorus or something, and then maybe I could have tried to go and free him. That's a possibility at least. Is this going to remain as a black fog forever now? That kind of isn't cool, but fine, whatever. I'm glad you aren't. I get to see a different path, sure, but still, for me it's just like, I kind of would like to be a gooder person, as in a better version, and a baddie. But, can't be helped, I guess. Oh yeah, I wanted to check the quest. The iron shipment. Search the area for the goods. So, if it's supposed to be somewhere in here, then it's gonna be a bit of an issue, because I think I pretty much covered all of it that I could. Maybe that's a place that I can go in now that I couldn't previously. Old man moi. Hi, old man moi. I have already told you, I'm not leaving my home. The old man slams his fists together for emphasis, glaring at you with the startled brow. Oh, you aren't these purple imbeciles. Sorry, didn't mean to yell. Eyesight isn't what it used to be. Name's moi. Been here since old King Okon's claimed the valley as part of his own. You're with Kairos, right? He chaps finger at you with the question. And Kairos brings peace, right? Well, I surrender. Now leave me to my home and privacy. I'll suggest you cooperate with their demands. Settle down, son. I've been living here on my lonesome just fine. I've endured heat, waves, spread fever, flooding. I'm not worried by children at play. Just hope none of you kids drown in the river that made you parents sad. Fine. Rot away then, old man. Gladly. Moa puts his hands on his hips and nods with a defiant scowl. Yep. Sad times.
At once.
Well, I can open it. Let's pick the lock. Rather than not. You find it impossible to translate, yeah.
Yes.
Iron. This iron ingots bear the seal of the Forge-bound Guild. Old man, moi. The old man marches in through the door behind you. You motherless warmonger. He attempts to usher you away with the pointed end of his walking stick. Get out! I found Forge-bound iron in one of these barrels. You have a great deal to explain, old man. The old man points his walking stick at your face. It's always the young pushing the old. I had no choice in the matter. Strange men appeared here a fortnight ago. They claim to be supporters of the Vengeance God, but I've never seen them before. He stamps his foot in a fit. I had no choice. These so-called freedom fighters threatened my life if I didn't comply. Villagers washing you to help the Vengeance God? That sounds suspicious. Have you been listening to a damn thing I've been saying, or do you have a shit for years? His face twitches as his spittle lands on you. That's exactly what I was saying. I don't want any part of this foolish war. It seems like your stubborn ignorance may have saved you. I'm taking the iron, you may stay, but your house will burn anyway, so... The old man snatches your hands and shakes them with what little strength he has left. Thank you, Fadebinder. But if this village is supposed to burn... That's kind of weird. Weird situation. I'll leave the sigil because I already have it anyways. There's a list of an old crumpled paper. While various simple items for crafting and repairs are crossed out, most food items remain. For understanding position I was put in. Yeah, but you two still dead now, because I said that this place should be burnt down. Spoken variants of Minua. Maybe Google Translate can explain what it's all grammar things, but yeah. A little bit like me, but yeah. It says Minua is me and Moa is purchase. Oh, Google Translate. Moa is just like, it's a accent thing. A certain, what is it called? Certain areas or certain spoken language. It's not official. Yeah, dialect and just spoken language overall. Well, at least I found it, but okay, so it's just that then next. Could I go back and say that not burn the village? Probably not. Oh well, whatever. I guess we should then just go away. I would like to be able to see how this would be in a different situation, as in different of a way of game going, as in if I would ally with the rebels. Yeah, it's just a specific grammar form though, yeah. But okay, here we are. First, also needed the level up. So let's do that quickly. What shall we take for you in here? Probably one in here because I actually can now. The first pick on a speed. First swaps positions with an enemy and then stabs them with each of their weapons. It's cool. That's cool too, just to get more damage. Verse will counteract the enemies that miss her in melee combat. That's also cool. I wonder what would I like the most. That's cool too, though, to be able to switch positions. This is good too, and this is good. Sure, I'll take this first, just some more extra damage. But all of those are good and cool. That's a weird skill name, yeah, big honesty. It is a weird name, certainly. Let's see. And I guess if I had in their camp made a different choice and let that one person go, for example, not made him join the chorus and stuff like that, but hey, well, I guess I'm a more or less of a loyal person. Let's just take more accuracy. I think that's good for her. Fatebinder, the Archons are in the war tent. I guess this is an okay place to end for today, though. So, yes, I think we'll be doing that. Oh, yeah, though, we have a missive now, so I'll at least read that first and foremost. Tarkis Ari from the Ventrian Guard now. Well, they have fought against me quite a bit. We are not completely without our senses. We knew Kairos would issue an edict on our valley. Perhaps the Overlord has a sick sense of humor, but I can assure you I laughed when I learned the death sentence doomed the Oathbreaker and Puppet equally. I had such low expectations for the servant of the so-called Archon of Justice. Tunon seems little more than a passive stooge that sits on a throne to legitimize the carnates and plunder of the other Archons. The face of prosperity that lets Kairos claim one thing while being another. I would have hoped you actually did service justice, the notion, not the Archon. But your actions have said otherwise. At least I can thank you for proving my cynicism entirely warranted. If you survive this upcoming slaughter, bear witness that I, Tarkis of the Ventrian Guard, do take responsibility for the actions of my crew. Should my warriors come before the court's axe, tell Tunon they were starving, desperate, and easily manipulated into a struggle that was mine, and not theirs. Sell this lie as well as you would sell the lies of the Overlord. Tarkis Ari, Captain of the Ventrian Guard, Patriot of Apex. Well, he's taking responsibility for everyone else. I would love to be able to respond to it, but I apparently cannot. At least I can't seem that I could respond to Non's message. But well, it's not like, to be honest, like, sure, apparently she's not happy, but to be honest, I haven't been nearly as bad as I could have been. Like, sure, maybe I haven't been a good guy to them, but certainly I haven't been that bad. I could have sent the one person just to be a slave and so on and forth. Indeed, I haven't, but she just still isn't happy at all. She just, I don't know what she's really expecting to be me to be an ally. Then I would be just. Is that it? I don't think that's exactly justice, though. Just ally. You have to ally with us, and then you can be deemed just individual. Otherwise, you wouldn't be a just individual. Seems quite strange to me, but I guess she just doesn't like the fact that I'm burning the village. But the fact is that the only reason that I did that was because I thought that, okay, I guess this way we can say that the villagers can at least leave from the village safe and sound. I wasn't killing them. I let the others before already escape. So it seemed like I think they still would prefer that than to be slaves. So I guess we should be allowing that. So that was the problem. I didn't really know which one to choose there, but I guess the burning of choice was the one that they especially were like, no, that's horrific. That's horrific thing to do. How could you? How could you do this? What was this exactly? Enchantment sigil. Oh yeah, like have fire and frost. That's actually very cool, to be honest. Accent that fuses the elements of frost and fire together. It's cool. Very cool. Frost fire sigil. Could I just make it even better? Nope. Don't quite have the lore for that. I can do that. Can't do that, of course. Can't do this. I actually can't do that. I guess that's okay. Sure. Duration and that, but where would I then put this on? I guess it just can be my normal rhyme spike instead. But that's cool to have like both of them in the same. Very much so. But yeah, next time we can then go and talk about what all we have been able to do. At least we got forward with our mission, I'd say. So that's something. I almost would be tempted to at least go and do that first. The mage fire adds not. Dot. Indeed. Indeed. But okay, I say it, so thank you for watching some more Tyranny today, and I hope you enjoyed. I probably will have Yakuza 0 stream still on Sunday. Next weekend at least I will be visiting my parents, so I will be not be streaming during that time. Do you want to talk to me? Is that why you are so yellow? Why is it that you are yellow like that? Is there something more that I could have chosen or something? Not certain. Let's see. If I talk to her.
At your service, Fatebinder. What do you need?
No. I'm just wondering why it's so glowing orange. Is it just because she actually got all the way to level 5 and level 5 is marked differently? Is that the reason? I'm glad you enjoyed. If you still have an answer to that though, I would be grateful because that's really something that I have no idea why it's so glowing. Glowing 5 there. Oh well, no idea. Okay. Well, no idea then. But okay, thank you for watching, and hope everyone enjoyed here on the Twitch streams and later on in YouTube as well. And thank you for watching. I'll see you for more then next time, whenever that is, in a couple of weeks or so. So, see you then. Bye bye for now.